Mega food is the best.
The He is miracle food. It's the best for detoxing, cleansing, healing, removing inflammation, and boosting your immune system. It's suitable for all ages, and it helped me out tremendously during pregnancy. Allergen-free, gluten-free, 100% organic, all natural, and vegan.
Miracle
Miracle
food.
And with that, we'll see you later.
Listen, man, this brother right here, you know, he's often spoken when they talk about the top MCs of all time in hip hop. This man's name comes up quite often, as it should. From the very first time I heard this man come on the scene, he's been just wrecking shit. And man, he's made some of the greatest hip-hop classics that I could think of. My Virgo brother, stylish beyond belief. I knew he was gonna do some stylish shit. I almost was gonna fucking do some shit, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna let the God do what he do. You know what I mean? And I would have never been as fresh as what he's about to show us, but whatever. But he always compliments me when I get my fresh on, and we're gonna speak about that too. Listen, with no further ado, I want to bring my brother to the stage. I'm so happy to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, King Asiatic, nobody's equal, Big Daddy Kane.
My brother.
You see, I had to go down into the deep register and say, Big Daddy Kane.
Peace.
Peace, guy. How you be, guy?
Oh man, I'm great, man. Everything's good, man. Wonderful.
Oh man, it's great to see you, guys.
Yeah.
Now, see, you one of the only rappers that can just lounge in a smoking jacket, guy, and be respected. Let's give you a round of applause for that, guy. Can't many rappers pull that off, guy. But ever since you came in the game, you've been a smooth operator for years. So this is not really surprising for us. Is that your? I think I'm hearing like an echo. Can you turn your computer down just a little bit, maybe the volume?
Is that better?
1, 2. Yes. Much better. Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, let's talk about your style real quick. Let's just get into your style real quick, y'all. Like, where you feel like your style come from?
Man, I'd probably say from my pops. You know, he was always that type of flashy dresser back in the 70s, rocking 3-4-piece suits, you know, big brims, gaiters, and snakeskins. So I would probably get definitely from him.
Right. Yeah. So you seeing him as a youth, and you just looking at me, you like, man, that's how I want to dress when I get older.
Well, you know, it was the type of thing where, you know, watching how deep fashion was to him and how detailed he could get. And then like with other kids on the block, you know, he'd come up to me like, yo, man, your pop's a pimp or something, man. You know, like, stuff like that, like they admire, the way he dressed. So I was like, yeah, I want to have that type of respect as an adult,
And I was gonna ask you, so was your pops any not a pimp, but like a hustler or any kind of?
Nah, man, my father was a truck driver. For real, he was a truck driver. I mean, it was just him and his boys. That was their thing, you know, getting suited and booted and going to one of the little local bars or nightclubs in Bed-Stuy, hanging out.
Right. Yeah, my pops used to shit, he might be watching right now. My pops always tell me about when he was young and him and his mans, you know, he had a Jaguar when he was young, and we used to party at the Waldorf Astoria and all kind of shit, man. We used to be clean as a motherfucker, man. I used to, you know, tell me about all the partying and fly shit he used to do. You know what I mean?
And then hit you with, and I did that off my regular salary. I ain't have to make records to do that shit.
For real. Like, I worked for Ferry Rand and that.
I know it, baby. I know it.
Yeah, we used to have a good time back then. Shout out Pop Duke, old dad, probably watching right now. Lawrence the Chalice. Peace to you. So hip hop. When are you first exposed to it, and when do you transition into a participant of it?
I believe I was first exposed like 1975, maybe. You know, when we used to go to like the block parties and stuff. We go to the block parties and, you know, the DJ rocking, and then as soon as he threw on either Love Is the Message or I think the other Brooklyn anthem back then was Raw. I don't think We Got Our Own Thing was out yet. I'm not sure, but I think it was Raw. But I know definitely Love Is a Message. And you see the mic line form, and it'd be like, you know, like 20 cats get in line, and like out of the 20, 18 of them probably said the same damn rhyme. You know, that you know, the age of one, my life begun, that joint. You know, but I mean, you know, that was really like my first exposure, like really seeing cats, you know, rhyme over a break beat, and you know, that type of thing, and you know, cats cutting it up, you know.
Yo, yeah, 75. Damn. So, is this like Grandmaster Flowers or some shit like that?
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never been to a Flowers jam, so I'm not exactly sure who was playing. Cause like I'm like, you know, 7 years old. I'm with my older cousin.
All right, just I'm like 75. Like
I'm 7. So I'm with my older cousin. You know, I mean, I wasn't, you know, really focused, you know, on that. It was probably like around like I say like 77, 78 when I started really paying attention. By then it was Master D, who was real popping in Brooklyn then. Rest in peace, DJ Lance. You know, but originally he was called Master D. It was Master D. What was the other cat name? I think it was Vaughn K. Yeah. But there was, you know, these cats in Bed-Stuy. They were the ones. Mike Music from Divine Sound.
Oh man, Mike.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mike Music as well. Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even know he passed away. Rest in peace, Mike Music. And
that brother lived across the street from me. Him and his brother Disco Richie, you know, the Divine Sound, they lived across the street from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You up across the street from Divine Sounds?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to go off on a tangent real quick, but you was there. Do you remember in the quarters when that was the Brooklyn, like, Robin anthem?
Yeah, the Do or Die Bed-Stuy.
Right. So, a word 'em up, a word 'em up. Like that's niggas is getting ready on that part. They're surrounding you on that part. We are the best.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Giving you
when that breath hit that.
When it said to stick them, that's when your chain is getting snatched. Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. When that first breath hit, if you ain't tucked your shit by then, you don't kiss it goodbye.
By the time it says stick up, you're getting cut, you're getting punched in the face, your shit's getting snatched, and they didn't care if you was a guy, a girl. Whatever the fuck the case may be, that shit was crazy back then.
Nah, to my recollection, that was like the first Tear the Club Up song that I can remember. That's the first one I can remember.
And it was Go Brooklyn, Go Stetzer.
Well, before Stetzer, it was the Cutmaster DC, Brooklyn's in the house.
Brooklyn in the House was a good one.
Yeah. And then the Go Stetzer. Rebel Without a Pause, Top Billing.
Top Billing, yeah. But really, I really remember A Word, I'm Up, A Word. That one and the Ghost Stetzer to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nah, like Ghost Stetzer.
Yeah, those were the chain snatching anthems right there. Like,
true indeed.
whoa, wait. Why is Godfrey trying to? Oh shit, he needs the Zoom. My bad. I didn't send him the fucking link. Hang on a second.
Do what you gotta do, brother.
My bad, Godfrey. Let me send you the link, sir. Shout out to my man Godfrey. I don't know if you're aware, my brother, but Godfrey has a special on Netflix right now. There's a Tiffany Haddish has a thing called They Ready, where she features you know, several comics have their own like little special, and Godfrey's is the first one and shit. Godfrey sets the shit off.
Yeah, that's a funny brother.
He's a funny fucking brother. I definitely guarantee, recommend. If y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out. The shit was mad funny.
Yeah. His Steve Harvey impression is like so dead on, man. That's just like, yeah, brother had me crying.
He crazy. He might have a Big Daddy Kane by the time that he get finished talking.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
He do the RZA. Yo, this motherfucker, I'm telling you, he's the ill motherfucker. So you're listening to hip hop. First of all, you're born 7 days before me, my Virgo brother, of September 10th. I'm September 17th, same year.
Beautiful.
You got the benefit of living in Brooklyn at the time. So I'm living in Westchester. That's why at 7 years old, you're able to see some hip hop shit firsthand, where I had to wait a little bit.
Okay.
I had to wait till it was exposed to me, and I had to get it more secondhand at first. You know, we started, well, first it was an older nigga named Eddie Hull that he went once he got into junior high school, he got exposed to all this hip hop shit. Now he came back to around our way and started talking about yes, y'all, you know, just talking all this. He's talking about, he was calling Apache bongo rock at the time. He was like, yo, this shit bongo rock, yo, you gotta check bongo rock. So we thinking the shit is called bongo rock for a long time. We ain't know the name of it was Apache. But this was my real introduction to hip hop. And it was a lot through tapes and shit like that. We'd get the tapes of you know, Cold Crush and Zulu Nation and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And then we record.
Go ahead.
We had a record store called Paul's Record Hut, and they was fortunate enough to have early hip hop records. So I'm like Treacherous 3, Love Rap, all that type of shit. And even breakbeat, super disco breaks and all that type of shit. That was more of my introduction to hip hop. But it was very early. This was like 79, 80. You know what I mean? But 75 is like, wow.
Well, I mean, you know, at that point in time, I didn't really know what it was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what, because it's like, you know, it's regular Park Jam, and you know, certain songs where, you know, the DJ would, you know, keep bringing certain break parts back. But like Love Is the Message was just that Brooklyn anthem. So when the DJ threw that on, you seen cats just line up, and they line it up, and they all rhyming, and everybody got their age of 1, My Life with Gun, age of 2, I was doing it till they got that rhyme.
Right.
And the other one you would hear a lot was about the two dead boys that got up to fight. One was blind, the other could see. They chose a deaf man to referee. You know,
I don't think I never heard that one.
Yeah. It's about somebody, a deaf policeman heard the noise. He came to arrest the two dead boys. If you don't believe my story's true, ask the blind man. He saw it too. Like this is something. Yeah, like this is like 75. Like
right. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of like they're still in the what they call that? When the niggas had the little sayings and shit back in the days, like some Hemp shit, you know, they was rhyming, but it wasn't how we call it rhyming, but they was rhyming. Like
Grandmaster Caz calls it toasting.
Yes, toasting. I was gonna say toasting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I remember meeting this old cat. I worked at this job back in the days and shit, working on the docks, and it was this old cat, man. This nigga, yo, he was just full of sayings and like toasts and shit like that. I mean, he was a treasure trove. Like for a rapper, you would have just loved to just sit him down and just pick his fucking brain because he had mad shit like that.
Now I feel you. There was a brother like that in Brooklyn. Used to hang at the pool hall, and when I first started rapping, a lot of stuff that I was writing was stuff that little slick comments that he made. You know, yeah.
And see, Pooh Bah's the type. He's one of the ones that taught me how to actually incorporate real life shit like that. Because I used to say little shit. I used to be like, yeah, you know, I'm straighter than 6 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to say that, not that I made it up, but I ain't hear a lot of niggas saying that. So I said this shit. I used to be saying that shit around Pooh Bah, and then one day he put it in the rhyme. And I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker taking slick shit out of real life. And you know what I mean? I was like, that's fucking hip hop. I was like, why don't you look at that? Like,
no, that's how I started writing, God. For real. That's how I started, you know, like writing stuff that I heard cats say in the barber shop, or like you're hanging outside the pool hall as a little shorty, the hustler dudes, they're gonna give you $10 to run to the store and get them a Lucy or a beer and tell you to keep the change. So, you know, you hanging out there, they say some slick shit to one of their boys, like, okay, got it. You know, I remember like 1982, one of the first rhymes I wrote, I said, I'm the Tony to Tee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see, because I know the tricks and I know the trades, and I'm sharp as a motherfucking razor blade. That was like 82, you know, and that's something that someone said at a pool in front of the pool hall.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope shit. So that's now. Are you just saying that out loud? Or are you saying that to a beat?
You just I said it to a beat. I just wrote it. I didn't write it to a beat. I just, you know, I just wrote it, but then I said it to a beat, you know, rhyming, my man cutting up.
That's what's up. Thank you for your donation, Seth K. Real quick, he said, did Kane and Patty have fun working on the song Feels Like Another One?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you know, that was the best. The session was the best for the simple fact that Patty came there. She cooked for a brother.
Say word.
Yeah, blessed me with some fish, some vegetarian collard greens, and mac and cheese. Oh, yeah. Man. And then, you know, I was just, can I just hear you sing something? And she went and did her verse over. Like, I think they probably kept the original, but she just went on another track and did the vocals to it again, because she had already laid hers. Wow. But she did it again. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that was great. And then being on tour with her, being on tour with Patty is the reason why I ended up taking Jay-Z and Positive K on tour with me back in the early 90s.
Yeah. Let's hold that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, Godfrey's in the house.
Big Daddy, what up?
Hey, brother. What's goody? What's goody? Much love, man.
Why you take so long?
Say what?
Why you take so long to get me in here?
Nigga, I forgot to send you the shit. I mean,
you know, because
and then I'm like, why is he fucking FaceTiming
Mr. Kane,
right now?
Mr. Kane, Lord Kane, Lord Jamar tried to keep me out of this because he didn't want me to get excited.
I ain't try to keep him.
Yo, I just want to show you something, Mr. Kane, real quick. This is you and Rakim on a t-shirt.
Oh shit.
I haven't seen that one. I seen the one with the boxing gloves, but that's
no boxing gloves. You both are great. You're both in your own lane. Fuck that.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I'm just saying I've seen the other one, but this is a new one to me.
Yeah, look at that. Wait, hold on. Did I get that?
Well, hang on. Let's solo.
Dope. Great images.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. You remember that? You remember that young man right there on the left? You know that young man?
I remember both of them young men.
Young man right there.
Yo, I want to say that Hard being the Kane doesn't get the respect it deserves. I'm sorry, but That song I played more than any of the other ones.
Wow, I appreciate it. Shout out to Prince Paul.
That did not get the respect it deserved. That lyrical, I mean, you always was cold, so just get with that. But Hard Being the Kane, I always play that because people say, yo, let's play Big Daddy Kane. You play Raw, you play, I say, play the Chocolate album. I say, play Hard Being the Kane. So I just want to let you know that's one of the most.
I know, I appreciate it. I enjoyed working with Prince Paul, and I think he did a great job production-wise. No, I love the song, and like when we overseas, I can't do a show without performing it, man. You know?
Shout out to Prince Paul.
Prince Paul, bring me on and up.
I'm bringing him on the Godcast. He'll be on here.
Mad Money Mirth, yeah, boy. It's beautiful, beautiful. This is good. This is great, man. This is great. So, are you trying to battle somebody? Are you doing a versus?
I don't think so.
Because they all want to see you and Kane do the verses. Let's keep that.
Me and Kane?
That's what I'm sorry, you and Rakim. Everybody wants to see you and Rakim do a verse.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know that's, you know, what everybody want. We tried to make it happen, but I mean, you know, it just didn't. And then I pitched the name KRS to see if we could make that happen. And I don't know if the interest was really there. What else was mentioned? They asked me about LL. I was like, shit. I was like, yo, that dude has way too many hits.
Like nigga, I came up like an LL.
I'm like, do we really have to go song for song, or can we just battle for real? I don't know if I can last with the goddamn songs, man. You know,
does performance count? Because
yeah, I'd rather we just spit battle rhymes.
I'm still jumping over legs out there.
L got a catalog like a mother, man. You know?
L definitely got a catalog.
Yeah. So we, you know, they couldn't. I guess, you know, like we couldn't get someone to actually do it with me. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate for whatever reason.
But I think there should be something else. They created it. There should be something, another type of. What about this one? How about this one? You're gonna like this one. What about universes? You and just you and your shit. You just play it. You know, it's just you by yourself. Playing your different songs.
It's not a verse.
It's called Universes. Just you.
Oh, Universe.
Come on.
It's the you and I verse.
Come on, baby.
Hey, I know one thing. You know, like I know, you might want to pattern that, big homie.
Yeah.
You might want to pattern that.
I'm going to do that. I'm doing it.
You want something. You know.
Well, it's already the intellectual property of the Godcast because he said it on here.
Yeah, there it is. Intellectual property of the Godcast.
We thinking.
Yeah, nah. Do the poor man's copyright. Email the show back to you.
Back to you.
You remember that shit though? Remember when that was like a real thing that people?
Hell yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
Fuck that! I got a poor man's copyright.
Yeah, write it out and mail it to yourself. Yeah,
mail it to yourself.
That was almost like information from the internet before the internet existed. It was like some shit that people told each other, and it kind of got around, and you felt like, yeah, this is true, but I'm not sure. Like, you know what I mean? But let me just mail this tape to myself just in case, anyway. And technically, it does kind of work because. You know,
like you be sitting there like, man, fuck Attorney Leibowitz, man. Just get me 2 stamps. I know how to handle this.
Established who wrote this fucking song. Fuck the bullshit. The hood. I ain't got money for bullshit.
You got new stuff coming out? What you doing?
I've been working on some things, man, but I don't know. I mean, I've been working on something. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, I got to really feel it. Like I put out a single last year called Enough, and that's because I felt it. You know, seeing what was going on with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and then it's like when I heard that powerful speech from the Queen, you know, Tamika Mallory, I'm like, you know what? I actually got something to say too. You know,
Right.
so I felt it. So it's like I'm at that point where I gotta really, you know, feel it, you know. I mean, it's like I want to do something, but I want to, you know, I want to feel it right.
Yep.
I believe that that's some Virgo shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, money don't really move me. Like to me, I have to be inspired. If I'm inspired to do something, if something resonates with me and gives me that motivation to do it, then I'm gonna do it. Like, it's not really about, oh, I think I could make, you know, there's an opportunity to fucking get a bag over here, so now let me be so thirsty to do that. Like if my heart ain't in it, like it's like whatever.
No, that's real. Yeah, I've been trying myself to really, you know, mess more with the film side. So that's really been like where my real focus has been, you know. Everything, you know.
I mean, your last was it Posse was the last joint? Because you was dope.
Well, that's the one that he. I think that was his.
I guess I gotta update my IMDb.
You gotta
No.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I done did stuff with like Keanu
Meteor Man
in this millennium. God damn, brother, you did the 90s for real?
No, yo, I get stuck with Soul Plane. Don't trip.
I just finished the film for TV One called Bad Dad Rehab. And I believe it comes out in April, if I'm correct. But I just finished that, and I just wrapped on another independent film called Elementary. It's about child abduction. So you know, I've been doing that on the acting side, and also I'm shooting my own documentary, and we're about. Well, after tomorrow, we'll be at 95% done.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So it's Big Daddy Kane documentary.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's called Paragraphs I Manifest, using the words from Ain't No Half Stepping Song, but basically it's a documentary talking about lyrics. And, you know, I have some amazing cats. You know, like I have Melly Mel and Grandmaster Caz talking about the origin and, you know, the beginning of the art form. You know, because I mean, you know, like when you look at like what Hollywood, Lovebug, Starsky, Eddie Cheeba, and these cats were doing to see what Melly Mel created, what Grandmaster Caz created. Because I mean, I feel like, you know, me and you, brother, that's where we come from. Absolutely. We come from what Mel, Caz, Mo D, you know what I'm saying? Like that lyrical stuff that they brought into the game. So I wanted them to explain, you know, the origin and, you know, what made their mind tick. You know, stuff like that. I even had a conversation with the new cats like Goods the Animal, A-Verb, talking about battle rap now compared to battle rap when we came up. Because, you know, like, when we was going, you can't stop. You stop, that's the end of your verse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to see the way they do it now, it's a lot different, but I respect it because you can hear them crystal clear. And you know, it's no music, so I
was gonna say, and they're not using a beat either. Like, let's not forget that the first classic battle with Kumo
D and Busy B,
they're rhyming on the beat, like, you know what I mean?
Because that's how we did it.
Feel the heartbeat. Yeah. So I almost feel like this new battle rap, is a little bit cheating in a way. I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? It's creative. But they get away with a lot. Like
folks, it's the younger generation. They got their thing. It sounds more like spoken word than you know, spitting bars. But I mean, as I said, you know, you can hear them word for word, everything. You know, because lots of times back then, a lot of shit we said to someone else battling might go over their head.
Right, and since there's a beat, you got to keep going. These motherfuckers will stop and let it breathe. Be like, hold up.
Hold on.
I said, and I'll even rewind this shit back a little bit, like, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess that's not, I mean, but I kind of feel like,
have you guys been to a live one ever?
I judge one.
I have.
Me, Rakim, and KRS judged one.
Oh shit!
We had a lot.
How was it? Were you impressed? Were you like, what? How did they remember all that shit? Or
nah, it was dope. One kid, man, it was so funny because he dissed us. I mean,
whoa, wait. Y'all as the judges,
Yeah, man. It was a young dude, a young Spanish dude. I can't remember his name.
I am flabbergasted.
No, I can't remember his name offhand, but he was dope. And the rapper he was battling was like probably me, Ryan, Chris age, you know? And he said to him, of course you want to win because you went to school with the judges. Yo, but nah, it was, I think Cortez, I believe his name. I think it was Cortez.
Yo, I think I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
But the other dude actually won by using old school tactics. Because Cortez bars, I think it was Head Ice, I believe he battled. Cortez bars was better, but what happened was Head Ice started complaining about his style, saying something to him, and made dude uncomfortable where he switched his whole flow up. Because like he had him.
Right.
He let Head Ice get in his head.
Yeah, he psychologically.
Yeah. I was like, damn, because I really wanted to see the young homie, you know, because he was there. He was spitting hard, man.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I seen this little kid on Instagram.
Nah, he's dope. He's dope. He's dope.
He is dope. But
that doesn't mean that, because like I love watching Loaded Lux and Murder Mook, but that don't mean that they're gonna be good in the booth though.
Oh no, and a lot of times they're not good in the booth. Let's keep it fucking 1,000. A lot of times, see, it's either you do one or the other. Either you're a recording artist where you know how to make good records, but then you're not necessarily one of these guys who can just go off the head and go out here and do those type of battles. Or you're one of these guys that are, you're really good at going off the head and getting on stage and being real witty and battling niggas and all this type of shit, but you can't make records.
Right.
Like it's very rare when I've seen the two come together. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's very rare when the two come together, and battle rappers get mad when you say that and shit like that. But
but you're speaking facts though, brother.
This is what it is. Like, yeah.
I started as a battle rapper, but I think that learning how to make songs is something that happened from working with Biz. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about
that's how I mean, you know, having a brother come to you and say, yo, I want to use the "Nobody Beats the Wiz" slogan from their commercials, but say "Nobody Beats the Biz" instead. And like, I want the flow. You know how Biz is. Yo, I want the flow to be like a zucka 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 den, a zucka zucka.
Right.
And now you got to put that, shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I want to make a song about picking boogers. Just to tell some stories about picking boogers, but I don't somewhere in there just say, "Hey Ma, what's for dinner?" Go up your nose and pick a winner.
How did you meet Wild Ass Biz? Because I know he was, first of all, he was one of them type of niggas that you would just see everywhere. Like, I used to see Biz everywhere back in the days. Like, I used to be everywhere on the low, but like, I used to see him fucking everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how'd you meet him?
We had a mutual friend, and this brother used to always tell me about, his guy in Long Island. Yo, my man in Long Island, Bismarcky D. He's such and such this. He's such and such that. Then one day he happened to say, yo, he's in the Albee Square Mall right now. And it was like, I just got tired of him telling me about this dude, man. I'm like, he there now? I'm like, well, let's go.
Yeah.
So we went in there, and he was like, yeah, he right over there. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask your man for a battle. And from this point on, I don't want you telling me about this motherfucker for no more. Yeah. So we met, we battled. Biz was like, yo, you dope. I be doing shows in the Bronx, Harlem, Long Island. You get down with me, I promise you I'm going to get you a record deal.
Wow. Just like that.
Yep, just like that.
From the first day you met him, that's what he told you.
First day.
Wow.
Like probably 5 minutes after battle. No, about 2 minutes after battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
They was talking. I saw a thing on Marley Marl was talking about you and how you started. Have you seen that footage? I think on Drink Champs. Was it Drink Champs? Was that true? Is that true or not?
What part?
What?
Well, what part? Because there's a lot of parts.
Well, the part that I saw, because sometimes they just show you little clips of an interview, and they were saying how you wasn't rapping yet, and then you got a chance because someone didn't show up.
Nah, no.
He was talking about.
You're talking about how me and Marley first worked together.
Okay.
Now it's like I had been to Marley house a few times with Biz.
Yeah.
But Marley didn't know who I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He never knew who I was.
And he didn't know you rhyme? Did he know you rhyme?
Huh?
Did he know you rhyme or he just know you?
Back then, Biz told me the very first time he brought me around the Juice Crew, he said, don't tell them that we in the crew together. Don't tell them that you rhyme. Just pretend that you just my friend.
Right.
So I was around, I was at the Def Fresh crew session, several other stuff, but no one knew what I can do. But this was the day that he was doing Nobody Beats the Biz, because he stayed at my grandmother's house to get the drums, the African Lafayette Center drums. And then he said he was going to downstairs to get the Steve Miller Band joint. And he asked me to come with him, but I told him I had a test in school. I'll meet him there. So after my test, I took the train to Queens to meet him there, but Biz never showed up. And when I'm talking to Marley, he had the chain on the door. He like, yo, Biz ain't here. And I'm like, yeah, but I was supposed to meet him for a session. He like, Biz ain't here. And I'm like, y'all done took the train all the way from Brooklyn. And he like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Money. Like, he not here. I was like, all right, no doubt, man. And I gave him the rhymes. I'm like, yo, this what he's supposed to be saying today. Just give it to him. And then he's like, you write Biz shit? And I'm like, I wrote that one, man, No. I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. That was like the first thing
but you was a little pissed though, like, listen, I wrote that.
I wasn't trying to be sarcastic, you gotta keep in mind, I want to get on.
Hell yeah.
nice.
Yes, yes.
And then he asked me, how did it go? And then he said, do you rhyme too? And I was like, yeah. And then he opened the door and he was like, let me hear something. I spit a rhyme. And he was like, yo, come on in. You want to work on something?
Do you remember the rhyme that got you in the door?
Nah, but Marley just put it out not too long. It was something that we ended up recording called This Is For Your Own Concern. Yeah.
Huh. Damn.
I feel like I've heard you say that this is for your own concern. Like I feel like I hear that sample in my head. Did you say that in another rhyme? Because I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, on the joint with me and Biz. Sit back and learn, listen close. This is for your own concern.
Right, exactly. So I'm glad you said me and Biz, because that was your introduction into the game as far as you actually being on wax. Yes?
Yes, sir.
I feel like that's one of those songs where you can remember where you were at when you first heard it. I'm telling you, like I feel like I remember, like I was on North Avenue in Rochelle over by Goffman's, this fucking store, kind of like diagonally from where fucking Pooh Bah used to stay at the time. And I just remember that shit coming on the radio or some shit like that. And from the minute it came on, like the beat, just the dirtiness of it, like I always was like one of these niggas, like I'm an ill A&R nigga. Like when I hear something, I know if it's a hit or not. And I know if it's gonna be some shit. So I'm hearing this beat. And I'm like, yo, that shit is ill. And I'm like, yo, this nigga Biz, oh shit, he got another one. Like, and this is some dirty, ill, like, I don't know. It just felt like our generation was taken over. And then when you came on the track, yo, it was just a whole next fucking level. I was like, yo, who is this guy? Like, this is fucking crazy. And then you had the nerve to say, the name Kane is superior to many people. It means king Asiatic. Nobody's equal.
Man.
So now I got knowledge, you know what I mean? So now I'm getting even more excited because I'm like, okay, I'm going down the right track. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm rhyming this knowledge shit too at this time. Like I'm mixing, I'm a solo artist myself at this point. So now Rakim said some shit. Now here comes Big Daddy Kane. And I'm like, yo, the gods is really like doing some shit right now. Like, and we like the illest ones right now. Like we taking over this shit out this like, yo. And our shit is gangster. Like, cause the shit, it just encompassed so many things at that moment. Like you encompassed that young New York street, Brooklyn, Latin Quarter, Union Square energy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And that was just dope. You know, it's like I remember being the young boys at that time. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm hating on these young boys now.
Fuck them.
Because I remember I remember feeling like some of the old school dudes was a little bitter. You know what I mean? Because we was working in a studio where we would see a lot of these old school type of dudes. We was working at Jazzy J's studio on Allerton Avenue.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of these Zulu Nation type of dudes was up in there, you know. I remember being in the studio watching Busy B makes a suicide. You know what I mean? Yeah, wow. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm blown away. I'm like, damn, I'm in the studio with Busy B right now, watching him make a record. Oh man, I made it. Like, just watch what?
That was the jam. Suicide.
Yo.
I mean, we were young, hungry cats wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, and we did what we had to do to make our mark. And as you was discussing earlier, I mean, I think it was just a beautiful time period because just like you pointed out about myself, Rakim, and you and the rest of your crew, Brand Nubians, we also had King's Son. We had Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yes.
There were so many others. Yeah. Lakim Shabazz. Also.
Whoa, Lakim Shabazz. Well, by the way, all of y'all talking New York shit, I was listening to you in Chicago. That's where I grew up. So we would listen to the underground radio station at the end. You turned the dial 88.1 in Chicago. That's how we got hip hop. So my connection to you was raw. We were like, who the fuck is this dude? We were like, here I am. So we in Chicago were like, yo, this motherfucker, who is this dude? Big Daddy Kane. So it was like when I met Lord Jamar, it was Brand New being Lord Jamar. And so in college, I was, in Chicago, I went to go see Minister Farrakhan live because he was on the south side of Chicago. So I was sort of like a peripheral student of the minister because I would go see Savior's Day and I was listening to y'all. I didn't know what a 5%er was. Y'all talked about 5%er. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was some heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to an all-white university. You're talking about University of Illinois. I'm playing football and it's white as hell and 45,000 students, only 800 black. You get it? We was listening to you guys because Chicago's known for the house music scene. So we house music, and when you use the melting pot beat, the melting pot beat, So we listening to the melting pot, Booker T and MT. So we're listening to that, and we're listening to conscious shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my connection to you because you guys talk about you're young. I was in Chicago the whole time. You know what I mean? But y'all, you got me. All you guys got me through school. I was so militant. After listening to you motherfuckers rapping, I was like, I wanted to kick anybody white. I want to smack shit out of them.
Wait. How about another god that I know you was close with, Kane? How about Sir Abu? Holy War.
Yo, me and Abu was just talking yesterday in the DMs, man.
Hey, word. Yo,
yeah, we was just talking yesterday. Something he sent me. I can't remember what, but yeah, we was just talking. Yeah, that's. Let me tell you something.
that body.
Yeah, me, Boo, Supreme, and Nefertiti, because that was the crew.
Okay.
Supreme Force, I believe, was the name of the was Supreme Force or Divine Force?
I think it was Divine Force.
Divine Force. Yeah. Sir Abu, Supreme, and Nefertiti. Like, yo, we used to sit outside shit till like 3 in the morning just talking about what new flavor Bally's we bought. For real. I'm serious. Like, for hours talking about Bally shoes. That type of stuff me and Abu used to do, man. Yeah. Love that brother, man. His voice is so unique.
I used to love Bally's too, and I had the privilege of living in New Rochelle, and we had the Bally outlet.
Oh, good word.
We had the Bally outlet. One of the good things,
shit.
finally, because I always used to have to like go into the city or whatever to try to get some shit. We used to go to Jew Man's on Simpson and shit like that, where you can get some fly like dyed Pumas or the suede shit. You can get your shit like two-tone, like whatever colors you want type of shit, like customized type of shit. And you'd always used to have to go to the city, and like when Bally's was like became a thing, and we realized, oh shit, we got a Bally outlet right here. Like,
I never knew there was one up there in New
yeah,
York.
a lot of people didn't know.
And that's why you all kept calling out Bally's. Put my Bally's on. No, I was like,
Bally's, and see, oh man,
Okay.
so yeah, I had the Bally. I remember I had the Bally sneakers. I had few pairs of Bally's right out the fucking outlet and shit.
Yo, were you a dancer,
Yeah.
Kane? Because you used to do it. It was at school. Your two dancers.
Moving scrap.
Still,
You used to dance. What? I mean,
Yeah.
Were you?
I mean, I wasn't a dancer, but Scuba Scrap would give me, something I can manage. You know what I'm saying?
Because they used to throw you, used to jump back, they push you off.
Nick, he's still doing this. He's still doing this. I've seen this man perform like last year or some shit like that, and he's jumping over his own leg and crazy shit like that.
But the thing is, we ain't that old though. We old, but we ain't.
I know, but what I'm saying is, goddamn, I couldn't jump through my leg when I was 20 something. So
Me neither.
I don't know how he's doing it now, but yo, I mean, your showmanship. I mean, okay, let's talk about it. Your showmanship, was crazy. And again, it was like you took two niggas out of the quarters or Union Square. That's what it felt like, because
the quarters.
Yeah, it felt like y'all was really tapped into the pulse of what was going on. So, yo, I'm gonna take some real dancing street niggas and put them as my dancers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that became a formula for a minute. To the point where when Brand Nubian first came out, we had some dancers. Shout out to the SOS dancers. We had dancers.
Wow. I never knew that, my brother. We did a lot of shows together.
Yeah, we had in the early days, we had dancers. We had dancers until whatever. At one point, it was just
get out of here.
Enough is enough. Like, we're not gonna act like it's a lot of too much money to be chopping up. I'm not MC Hammer out this motherfucker.
Yeah,
right?
but
I ain't got it like that.
But Big Daddy's was perfect because you all had the same hairstyle. You had the eyebrow. Okay, who started the eyebrow like you guys did the eyebrow thing? Because we all tried to do that shit because we wanted to do the eyebrow shit.
School lover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I let him try it in my eyes and on my eye, and then it just became a thing, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, 3 cuts in your eyebrows, trying to while out. Did you take that as a slight when Jay-Z said that originally?
Ooh, damn.
In all honesty, I did not until Angie Martinez presented it that way.
I didn't take it as a slight.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't. But that, like the day when she played it on the radio and asked, talk to me, New York. Do you think he getting it, Kane? You know, and I was like, but me and Jay spoke, and you know, Jay told me what it was, and then you know, even asked me to be in the video. So you know, it was nothing but love. Yeah,
that's so fucking dope. Thank you to JMC New York. He said, if it wasn't for Set It Off, I would have never fell in love with hip hop. I want to thank him for that, as well as Another Victory, which helped me find my voice as a rapper. Juice Crew for life, for sure. Thank you, JM NYC.
What's up, JM? Appreciate you. You know, Set It Off was like my James Brown Sex Machine. Like I was like, I wanna be fueled up before the beat drop. You know how like James was like, I want to get into it, move it, move it. Right. So that's why I wanted like to start the flow off, you know, the let it roll, get bold. I put that before the beat even drop, and this groove is what's next. You know, I mean that was like my version of Sex Machine. You know.
See, okay, so I remember like back in the days, you know, there'd be certain people, they might come with a little single, and they'd be like, all right, and then when they come with the album, it was a disappointment, you know, and you had a lot of hype off of, you know, Rhyming With Me in the Biz, and you know, and so then when you come with this album that was just a fucking hip hop classic, I mean, Set It Off, Raw. I mean, how many joints? Ain't No Half Stepping?
Ain't No Half Stepping. Yeah.
I mean, Smooth Operator. That was the same album.
No, that's the second album. Smooth Operator's second album. Yeah.
No, but see, it was all in such quick succession that it kind of feels like one body of work, like because
88, 89, you know, they were like back to back, you know. So
yes, 88, 89, and we were just getting signed at 89. Like it felt like Big Daddy Kane had been out for an eternity. But when you're young, a year or two seems like a long fucking time, don't it?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you know, back then, man, it was like, you know, albums had a long lifespan.
Yeah, they did.
You know, like now, you know, something might be hot for 3 weeks, you know. Back then, albums had a long lifespan, you know.
We could tour for a whole year. We were touring for a whole year off our first album before we even thought about going into the studio to start recording a new one.
Well, I mean, you could tour off your first 2 singles.
Damn.
Drop 2 more singles from that same album and tour again.
Damn.
You know?
Facts.
It was like that.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yo, I gotta you even made it dope. Lean on Me. That's so underrated. That song was the shit, bro. Straight up. Like that song was fantastic. Because you know how you make a song about education or they get corny and shit. That song was fucking dope. The beat was crazy. Another underrated song.
Yeah, Marley did an amazing job with that. When I heard that, because I heard the track the day that I got to Marley House to record it.
Man,
I hadn't even heard the track prior. I wrote the rhymes before I heard the track.
Ah,
you know.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's like you got to understand. When Cold Chillin' first got picked up from Warner Brothers, they only took Shantae, Shan, and Biz. They didn't want me and G-Rap. So when Fly Ty put out Raw independently, and Benny Medina heard it, you know, that's when he was like, all right, don't press no more. We want to, you know, bring Kane to Warner Brothers. And they reissued it on the Warner Brothers label and put it in the song, they put it in the movie Colors. And that's how Raw came out, in the movie Colors. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to have a song in a movie.
Right.
You can't tell me shit. Then when I go to see Colors and see that shit played for about 3 seconds on a car radio that was turned down to, like, you know, probably fucking level 1 or something. I'm like, for real? That's all I get?
Right.
So when Benny Medina was like, yo, I want you to do this here for this Lean On Me movie, I'm like, man, fuck that Hollywood stuff, man. You know, my mind, like, oh, they did me greasy with Raw.
Burn Hollywood, burn.
You know? Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck the Hollywood stuff. So one day, Benny Medina just happens to call and is like, yo, you still gonna do the song? I'm like, yeah. But I ain't mean that shit. And he like, well, Well, I'm here in New York. I was going to go up to Marley's house. I can send a car to come bring you up there, and we can, do it tonight. Right? Shit. All right, man. All right, yeah. He said, you got this. Yeah, no doubt. I got it. So I was living in Queens at the time. So from Queens up to where Marley was living upstate, yeah, I'm sitting there writing this shit right then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you that good? Because that song is fucking. I play it still. I say, yo, this shit is so well produced, and the lyrics are cold as shit. I got a problem with something. The opening was crazy. I was like, oh shit, Molino. I mean, you would think, because that's the reason why I fuck with the movie too, especially because the video was so dope. The movie's crazy, and that song just encompasses the whole movie, man. That's fantastic. Did you work on Afro Samurai?
Yeah, me and Genius.
Yeah, that was the shit. Afro Samurai too. Afro Samurai. I think also Come On Down with Busta
Hold on,
Rhymes.
before you switch, I gotta tell you a story, man.
Oh shit!
That night, I've heard a lot of stories about RZA, but that night, boy, that was some funny shit.
Uh-oh.
Like RZA said some shit that, like, I ain't. When somebody say something, it was like, you know what? I just want this conversation to end. Like, because since he was saying that he wanted to name the song Afro Samurai, I was telling RZA, yo, if you want my rhymes to be on the hook, you should let me say the stuff from Raw. You should let me say, I get raw for you, just like a warrior, rather like a samurai, and I be damified. Because I'm like, that, pertains to this.
Right.
Nah, God. I want you to say the rap pro, do a show, good to go. And like Genius was telling him, yo, RZA, I think that what Kane is saying, yeah, it does pertain more to the song. Plus Raw's a bigger song than just rhyming with Biz.
Right.
RZA says, hey, yo, God, just spit into space. Today, 2021, today, I still don't know what the fuck RZA meant by that. But
he said just spit it into space?
He said just spit into space. I was like, you know what, RZA? That's go do a show it is.
You got it.
Because I just wanted to end that conversation.
So what'd you end up saying? I
said what he wanted me to say. I didn't want to talk about that no more.
Yeah, that's the. I know in the song you said exactly the got to go. I remember that. Yeah,
rap pro do it. Yeah. Because I was, I'm like, yo, do you really want to know what spit into space means?
Right. Do you want to go? Do you want to go down this rabbit hole?
Yeah. I was like,
I don't think I do. You know what? Let me just. I'm gonna let this one go.
Yeah.
I got another one.
You won this one, RZA. Yeah.
I got another one.
Hey, wait. Hold up. Godfrey.
What?
See, this is where you be missing opportunities.
Uh-oh.
The man just said RZA.
Bong. Nah, man. But yo, let me tell you something, Big Daddy. Just spit space. Nah, man. Bong. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, man. This war in the space is like a mathematical kind of calculation. Man. Boom.
No, do me one favor. Turn to a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
And then talk to me.
Just spit into space. Nah, man. Do what you got to do. Nah, man. You just got to come to the vortex, man. You know what I mean? That's a woo style. It's a woo space. Bong.
That's it. You got it, baby.
Yo, thanks, Lord Jamar.
Come on, I
ain't dummy.
Do all these hoops, bro.
Yo, I'm just saying. Know what I mean? Well, word. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You can learn more from one album. You don't even have to go to school. You just listen to the Wu-Tang Clan and you learn everything in mathematics. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Hey, on every album, I'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I love
him,
man. I mean, I've heard some amazing stories, but I'm just glad that I actually have one to share. I'm glad I lived long enough to have one to share, man.
So
Go ahead.
So, man, there's so many fucking stories around Big Daddy. Okay, well, hang on. I feel like I've heard you speak about this, but I just want to say, at the time of the symphony, right? And the symphony video, I remember people was just telling me that Kane wasn't dressing up in the West cowboy outfits, and that's why his shit was different than everybody else's, and that you was just you was just on your shit at that time. Like, man, I'm not doing that. I'll be in the video, but I'm not doing all of that. Or maybe you came late or some shit.
Cowboy shit is dope though.
No, I mean, I remember I did the movie Posse.
Damn right.
Right.
I didn't have an issue with wearing the cowboy stuff. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. You know, it's like something else went wrong, and you know, I wasn't available.
He said something else went wrong. I'm assuming maybe somebody didn't have the paper correct.
No. Now, this was Marley. You know, we was there for the love. This was Juice Crew love.
Right,
you know,
right.
I wanted to be there for family, but you know, some other stuff went wrong. Some other stuff happened, and you know, unfortunately, I wasn't available. You know, something went wrong.
I got a question. I got another one. Okay, the Jurassic 5 song.
Dead to Races.
Woof. Okay. Do you have a good memory? Do you? There's a part that shit was you made that song. I mean, it was cold, but I play that because I was like, well, I'm waiting for the Big Daddy part. You know what I mean? You out the league like Jordan playing baseball.
Nah, I feel you.
How you connect with them?
It came through a brother by the name of Henry Halem. He made the plug. But yeah, it was a real Twilight Zone type of day for me, man. That shit was so crazy. Because, you know, like around the mid-90s after making my last Warner Brothers album, you know, I'm sitting there in my mind like, yo, Large Professor, Trackmasters, Easy Mo B, they gave me some whack-ass beats, man. They gave me some B-list bullshit, man, you know? And then one day I'm just sitting there listening to, I think, a Method Man song and then like a Nas song. And it hit me like, no. Large Professor ain't give me no garbage. Trackmasters, Easy, they didn't give me no garbage. Like, bruh, this you. You sound wrong. You fucking up on these tracks because you still sound like 1988 Kane. You haven't evolved with this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to change up your rhyme style and all that good stuff, but you way ahead of the beat, like what we was doing in the 80s, where these here, you know, weed smoking motherfuckers is way behind the beat. You know what I'm saying? They way behind. They fall more in pocket, more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be that aggressive. I realized that I'm the problem. I was sitting there blaming the producers. I'm realizing that I'm the problem. So I started hanging out with my boys, Stimuli, Pool, Ballhead, these cats and Brevoy projects. I'm hanging with my dude Rock, Shitty, Chiron, over in Crown Heights. And I come out there, you know, buy them some smoke, you know, probably like a half a gallon of Henny, get in the cypher with them, sit out there for hours, listen to young dudes spit. You know what I'm saying? Tightening up my flow, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, doing a little wheel alignment, you know? You know, I come back, I'm writing different. And I'm in pocket now. I'm like, I got this shit mastered to a science. And then I go in the studio with Jurassic 5, and all these motherfuckers rhyme like I did in 88.
Right.
So it's like,
hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I feel like I got it right. I'm like, you know, I'm there now where I need to be with everybody else. Now I gotta go back.
Yo, because your shit was that they killed it. That's another underrated fucking song. It's so cold. The beat is fast. Like
it's crazy. What I love about them is how they pay homage to the Cold Crush and do the routines and the in and out stuff. I man, much respect to Jurassic.
Yeah. What did you? There's one part you said, one lesson, come pressing nigga, you one lesson. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay. It was so dope. I was like, God damn it. I was hoping you would like remember that shit because it's so cold. I know. You have another question though? I got another one. I got some shit.
I got a million questions.
Okay.
So you're blown up. Everybody knows Big Daddy, and now Big Daddy is you starting to get larger than life.
Mm-hmm.
And then people like Madonna's calling.
Oh yeah.
Now for hip hop, we're like, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, is this wait. Is he so big now that he's like fucking around with Madonna? Is this what you're telling me? Like, talk to me about how all of that shit fucking happened and how you ended up in the book and all that crazy shit.
Well, Warner Brothers sent us on a promotional tour. Me, Madonna, and Color Me Bad. But the promotional tour was in like upscale hospitals, you know, visiting kids that was, you know, in the hospitals. And the hospitals we went to, you know.
Y'all performing or y'all just saying?
No, just visiting kids, shaking their hand, taking pictures, signing autographs. That's all. Right. But the hospitals we went to, I don't think, you know, too many of them were even hip hop fans. I'm not, you know, I think it was not just Big Daddy Kane, you know, just wasn't hip hop fans. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little out of place. And then at one particular one, Madonna's like, hey, do you know who that is? That's Big Daddy Kane. He's a famous rapper. And I'm like, and she like, yeah, let me hear you say, ain't no half step. And I'm like, Madonna know my shit. Oh,
damn.
You know, that was one of the mom made it.
Yeah, Madonna know my shit. Holy
yeah,
damn.
I was like, Ma, I finally made it type moment. I'm impressed, you know.
Wow.
Hey.
Afterwards, I'm like, hey, thank you. I appreciate you for acknowledging me. And then she's like, nah, you know, such and such, all love or whatever. And she says, I'm doing a book. I would like to have you in it. It's just photos. And I was like, yo, to work with you, that would be an honor. I'd love to, you know. And she was like, well, before you say that, let me just say that it's going to pretty much be nude photos, you know. And I was like, well, shit, even better, you know. Yeah. So we made it happen, you know.
Wow. Damn.
And I mean, the way she broke the ice was so crazy. Because it's like, you know,
as the photos you saying the way she broke the ice? The way
the photos
shoot, right? Okay.
Yeah, because you know, it's like I'm coming there and it's like, you know, this is something different, you know.
So it's not like you really had known her before that, like
no,
that. Know her.
I just met her that day.
Wow.
You know, and then here I am getting ready to take my clothes off to take photos with her. You know, so it's like it's different. It's you know, I gotta feel this out. Let me see.
R-A-W. Here I am. You really R-A-W.
Here I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you know, but I mean, she broke the ice so crazy because I guess she had just did a session where she was trying to hitchhike in the middle of the highway.
Right.
So when I come in, she just runs up to me, give me a hug. Glad you're here. Yo, you're not gonna believe this. I just finished up taking some photos outside, just like this, standing there hitchhiking. Nobody stopped. Not one car stopped for me. You believe that? Fucking Madonna, nobody stopped. I'm like, you know what? I like this goddamn woman, man. I like her. She's funny as hell. And yeah, it was
crazy though. Madonna was out there butt ass naked hitchhiking and nobody stopped for real?
That's what she said. She said not one single car stopped. Like she's standing there ass naked with her thumb out and said not one car stopped.
Because that shit probably look crazy as the fuck.
That's a setup.
There's a naked ass white woman on the side of the road. Niggas was like that. Now that's just a charge waiting to happen. Like I'm not picking her up.
People driving by.
I'm not even gonna look that white woman in the eye. Where was y'all when you shot this thing?
In Miami.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I mean, that's the South. That's the South. So you could have had niggas like, don't you look that white woman, that naked white woman. Don't you look her in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a fun day, man, and she showed mad love, man. Yeah, she was like real cool, real down to earth, man.
Because I was under the impression, when you see the pictures like that, you just assume, oh, they was fucking already, like that.
Nothing like that happened
with her.
Yeah.
Nothing like that happened.
Another thing
just
too,
all funny games, man.
Because there was LL Cool J as the sex symbol, but you was holding it down for the dark skinned dudes. We appreciate that, Dick Daddy, because LL and that light skin, and you came. We was like, this is what I'm talking about, because rappers weren't considered like sex symbols like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of women be like, I love Big Daddy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? How did you feel about that being kind of like a, what I'm saying?
I mean, let's set the record straight. Curtis Blow was considered a sex symbol.
Yeah, he was.
LL was considered a sex symbol. Houdini was considered sex symbol.
Very true.
Yeah, he was.
They were there. I was probably just the first dark-skinned MC.
Right.
Did one.
That was significant though.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, I remember what it was like in high school. Trying to holler at girls. That dark skin didn't make it easy, man.
Right.
Make it easy.
But at some point, hip hop helped cause a mind shift in the people where black became beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where oh, hang on, now you can notice, especially when the knowledge of self and all that. When did you first get introduced to knowledge of self?
82.
Who?
It was a god named Divine from Fort Greene. We used to all like cut school and go to the Deuce to watch Kung Fu flicks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My man AB Money, God Understanding, and another brother named Tweety. Yeah, and the God Divine. And he was just talking to me, spit, and and I thought it was just deep where he went with it. I'm like, and I'm listening, and he like, yeah, and like he like, yeah, you need to like really, build with me, give you some lessons to start with, you know what I'm saying? Let's and he was explaining like just some of the particulars. And I'm like, all right, let's start Monday. I was like, yeah, let's start Monday. And yeah, ever since then, that's when I started, really getting into it. And then like, throughout the years, meeting a lot of other gods and seeing where they was, because it's like, you know how it was in the 80s. With a lot of the god bodies, you meet them, all they just want to do is just, to sit there. How you see the days mathematics?
Yeah, they're trying to grill you. They trying to find your flaws.
Where's the degree in the knowledge on knowledge culture? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but then I started meeting a lot of, powerful gods that just really just wanted to sit and build and talk with you and, like really, really build about, making progress and different things to do. And I'm like, I was just loving the energy, man. And that's where I went with it. And then you remember Born Justice from the law school.
Oh, indeed. That's my brother, Born Justice.
Yeah. So, when me and him connected, that was it.
Right.
When me and him connected, that was it.
Yeah, me and him connected as well. Born Justice, great brother. Yeah, because that was back in the days, man, when the gods was really strong, and
yeah,
it was just great to see you repping at that time. Now I saw Shan, shout out to the god Shizzle with a Whizzle. He's been on here. He's been on the Godcast.
Did he finish his bus?
Yes, he just finished the bus. The bus looks great inside.
Word?
Go.
Check out the fucking bus. The bus looks great.
Yo, because Shan was like this. Yo, Godfrey, don't be making fun of me, man. I'm trying to build a bus, man. I ain't playing. I'm for real. trying to build a bus, man. I want
This dude
you
is
fucking
amazing.
talking about me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm building a fucking bus, man. I just fucking figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
This brother's amazing.
one time for your mind, 2 times for your soul.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm building a bus. You know, I'm building all kind of shit, man. I'm just building a fucking bus. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yo, you got it. Yo, you sound just like him.
So Shizzle with the Whizzle was talking about, you know, like I'm sure you saw our sister who was also on the Godcast. Shout out to Roxanne Shante.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw her biopic.
Yeah.
And I gotta watch Salt and Peppers. I haven't seen it yet. But did you see Salt and Peppers?
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen that one either, but I heard it was pretty good. And so Shizzle was talking about, man, he said, I see these people doing these documentaries, and I just hope they keep it real with certain shit. And he was like, and he said, people like you and Rakim, he said, y'all used to be with some thuggy thug gangster ass thugs back in the days. And he said, if you don't see that in y'all's biopic, then y'all not keeping it real. I'm just telling you what shit with the Whizzle. Maybe he had a couple whistles, but this is what Shizzle said.
And you know what? He need to talk to whoever writes the script to, you know, make sure that they include those elements, you know.
Right.
I mean, you know.
I mean, I heard you saying some names back in the days on some of your records that, you know, without even knowing who these people were, I just felt like, damn, those sound like some hard dudes, like horse, dog,
Hawk.
Okay, I thought you okay. Hawk, dog, pig, right? Slop.
Yeah.
Like those names sounded like, yo, those dudes sound like they serious. Like all those one name type of dudes like that. Hawk, like. And then I knew
those are a lot of Brooklyn street legends, man. You know, and good, you know, good brothers, man. You know that you know I had and still have a lot of respect for them, man. Yeah.
Right. That certain people would maybe, you know, of a certain constitution, maybe might not want to be around people like that. That's I think what he was trying to say. When he was talking about, because you know Rakim is famous for being around people like the real 50 Cent and you know, Supreme and all those type of dudes.
Magnetic, Killer Ben,
Killer Ben. Yeah, what was it like coming up as a rapper in those times? You know what I mean? At that time when the Dookie ropes and the 4-finger rings and the and Brooklyn was Brooklyn, Albee Square Mall, like tell me about it.
I mean, you know, it was educational. It was educational because I mean, you know, survival of the fittest, man. I don't see how you're gonna do it without street knowledge, man. You know, I just don't see how you're gonna do it without street knowledge. And you know, I mean, you definitely gonna learn it, you know, hanging around any of those cats that I mentioned.
Right.
You know, you're gonna learn survival of the fittest. You know, you're gonna learn, you know, the get over. You're gonna learn all that, you know. And I mean, I have a lot of respect for them brothers, for, you know, some of the lessons that I learned just being in their presence, watching them move, operate, and, you know, even, you know, fun, entertaining moments that we have shared together before I made records, you know. I respect those brothers, you know. And, you know, I mean, you know, sometimes there's certain things that happen in your life, and you can take those lessons, you can take those incidents and apply it to whatever you're doing, you know, when you get older, you know. And I mean, it can help you out a lot, you know, because, you know, it's one situation that you've been through, you know, in your teenage years, you know, might be something that's educational and helpful, you know, to you in your adult years, you know, in a different way, a different manner, you know. And yeah, man, I mean, you know, hanging around these dudes, seeing how they move and the way they think, you know, to survive on these evil ass streets, man, I gotta respect them, you know.
Facts.
Got a question. You know that there's that video of you dropping that microphone at that player's ball, boy. Woo. I don't know if it was, I don't want to give out, I don't know if it was like, this is what I do, but that was some of the coldest shit. Like,
thank you.
God, I watched that shit 700. And you know who showed me that video? Have you watched Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cobra Kai, that's my shit.
Cobra Kai. Okay, there's the dudes in the car company, in Ralph Macchio's car business. Right. There's the two dudes that I know, they're comedians, so I know them both. There's the Italian one who came with the bat.
Right.
So we were in Toronto. He's a comedian. That's Brett.
Okay.
So we performing in Toronto, and he goes, man, we in the hotel. He goes, yo, I want you to see this Big Daddy Kane video. I said, which one? He's like, he's at the players' ball. You're going to see the coldest shit fucking ever. I was like, all right.
All right.
And the fucking, when you drop the mic and everyone's laughing at you, still drop shit. Oh, man. What the fuck, man? That I watched that. I show everybody, say you have to see this shit right here. So what was that? I mean, what was that?
I don't even know what's really going on. Players' ball, mic droppings.
You know, one thing other than what, you know, brother Jamar was talking about, as far as the dancing on stage, one other thing that I used to always like to incorporate was some sort of freestyle where it had a bunch of punchlines, you know, and everybody would be screaming and laughing like every 4 bars. That's something I used to always love to do on stage.
Yeah.
But now we had moved into an era and generation where, you know, people wasn't really where the crowd head was anymore. You know, this wasn't the 80s hip hop crowd anymore. This is more of, you know, we smoked the thug outcast just sitting there. They want to, you know, yeah, people real dunny. Yeah, you know. So I'm like, okay, how can I give them something that would impress them? And I don't even remember what it was that, you know, made me come up with that. You know, I was sad when I had to retire it. I remember the very first time I was at a show and someone came up to me and was like, yo, you gonna do the mic drop thing tonight? And I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, I saw it online. I'm like, my shit is a video? For real? Oh, well. You know but I damn sure was gonna do it that night too. You know what I'm saying? yeah. It was like,
what city was that?
Well, rest in peace.
What city was that?
Where we did it?
Where were you at? Is it the play was like a players' ball? Yeah,
Chicago.
My hometown.
Yeah, your city. Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah.
You ain't noticed none of them dudes like King Bert and them cats?
Let me tell you.
Where else would a players' ball be at?
Well, the Bishop Don Juan, you know, he was around me when I was an amateur. So I knew when he was Bishop Magic Don Juan.
Yeah.
And Bernie Mac would have a variety show. And that's when I came around, you know, me and Mike S. and Gianco, all these. So I would see him in his green shit. And with people so funny, because people don't, when you actually see motherfuckers pimping for real, we would see him doing the shit. You know, when you see him with Snoop Dogg and the that. I used to see this motherfucker be like, hey, bitch, you heard what I said? Get your ass on that track, ho. Like, I could imitate him. So I was like, you would see him do it. Like, yo, I ain't playing with you this time. You better get your... it was during the shows, man.
My brother, I met Bishop, I want to say, in 92.
Yeah.
There used to be a club in your city called The Click.
You damn right.
Yeah. I met Bishop there, and we hung out. He came to the show. Then we went to The Click, hung out, and we were in VIP, just popping some champagne. And he was being quiet for the most time, for the most part of it, you know. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just leans over and says, "Man, these women love you, Big Daddy.
You got it.
Every one of them gave you $1 a day. That would be cold." Yo, I swear, I remember it. Like,
nailed that shit, bro.
Yo,
Everybody's getting good at impersonations.
hell yeah.
Yo,
Wow, that was great. That was a
and
great.
he was the real, like, The Click. That's where I performed. The Click broke you, because The Click was like pimps, dope, drug dealers.
Yeah.
Chicago, it was like, you know, and it was niggas like that. That's what you was performing to. And
yeah,
so
that was an after party.
Right, no, and it was packed.
Yeah. And they was balling out. Yeah, they was definitely balling out.
Yeah, The Click was like, fuck, man. You had to do The Click, and it'd be doughboys and shit. But like, don't make fun of me, nigga. I'm telling you. That made me laugh, motherfucker. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. We had to battle with these cats, man. We don't know if he's gonna die after the show or whatever. But and the thing is, when I did Soul Plane, you know, me and Snoop, we're the captains of the plane, and we are 9 days with Snoop. So Bishop Don Juan comes, he visits the set, he comes in, and Snoop's sitting there. And then Bishop comes to me first. He goes like this, "Man, I'm proud of you, baby. I'm proud of you, man. You come a long way." And so Snoop goes, "Wait a minute. How you know this motherfucker?" I was like, "Dude, I know him before you, Snoop." He goes, and the Snoop's like this, "Oh, hell no. You from Chicago, nigga? Oh, man, I don't know that shit, nigga." He's like this, "Man, I love niggas from Chicago, man. That's why I like you, nigga." I was like, yeah, it's so weird, because me, college kid, you know what I mean? And I know Bishop Don Juan.
Bishop cool as a fan, man, and funny as hell, man.
Funny as fuck.
Funny as hell. But I mean, you know, like other brothers, like, you know, King Bert, Scorpio, Red Charles, you know, a lot of them cats, you know, I see you probably from the South Side.
North Side.
Okay. Yeah, see, I hung out with cats on the West Side.
Oh, shit. See,
you know,
I
hung out.
West Side.
Yeah.
My father was an educator on the West Side for 45 years. And I'm Nigerian, so my father's immigrant teaching on the West Side of Chicago. 45 years. So yeah, I had a connection to everything because I was everywhere. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Yeah. So that's dope. That's dope.
I would love to have heard some of your father's story when he come out of his door.
Oh, my father would. But it's funny to see my father go, you know, because sometimes, you know, you had the gangs. My father taught at Malcolm X College, which was like a nice college. Then my father had a program for like prisoners and ex-felons. So my father was in the system, but he would come back. I'd be like, "Dad, what happened?" And that was like the only time we got to curse in front of my dad, because he would be like, "Oh yeah, the other day this boy was just saying very bad words to me." And I said, "What did he say? What he say? You know what this dude, he called me motherfucker. Is that what he called me?" He's like, "That's what he called me." Yeah, but that's my dad. That was my dad. So I had that connection. It was very, you know, to the West Side, South. I dated all the women I dated was on the South Side. So I would drive over the South Side, you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they had some mean parties on the South Side too.
Oh yeah. So you was up in Chicago, bro.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, you know, it's like when we were somewhere where you can go to, you know, play dress up, and then also, you know, like the stepper sets, you know.
Yeah.
That's
the steppers. Yep.
How does it feel to be like one of the most iconic solo rappers, but then at the same time be in one of the most iconic crews, being in the Juice Crew? Like, what's that? What's that like? Lightning striking twice? What is that like?
I mean, it was beautiful, man. Because you know, it's like thinking back to before I made records. You know, Roxanne Shante, the amount of level I had, I mean, the amount of respect I had for her. You know, here's a young girl. This is not a grown woman. This is a young girl going at grown ass men on records. You know, like going hard, like who won it? Who won it? You know?
Yep.
And I mean, like, you know, watching that, and then like me as a battle rapper, you know, it's like I used to love whenever we do it at jams, at park jams, I used to love using Impeach the President, because it was mid-tempo. It wasn't too slow, but it was slow enough that you could hear what I'm saying. But it was like, you know, after a while, everybody wanted to use that. So when Shan dropped the bridge, pretty much every time I battled at a block party, I'd use the bridge. You know, so I'm rhyming off a Shan beat for battles. I'm a big fan of Shantae, you know, and now I'm a part of their crew, you know, and listening to Mr. Magic on the radio. I mean, come on, man, you know, and now I'm a part of their crew. I'm with Shan. I'm with Shantae. And when I come in, somebody's getting ready to drop a song, like probably like a week or two after I get introduced to them. And to hear that this dude is a lyrical beast too. And we, you know, befriend each other. Now me and G-Rap is tight. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, it was amazing, man. I was like, yo, this is beautiful, you know?
Beautiful. I'm sure tours and all of that shit was super fun, mad stories. Give me one fun, you know, without incriminating anybody, but just give me a nice, I don't know, story, a tour story I really remember.
Have you ever heard the version of Raw with G-Rap rhyming on it?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Well, after I did Raw, you know, me and G, we hanging, and Marley brought the beat up and just let us rhyme on it. He ended up playing it. Everybody keep requesting it on BLS. So Marley's like, I need y'all to do this on my album. So he wanted me and G to do a song together. Once Craig G found out, Marley says, yo, I told Craig that we're going to do a joint. He wants to be on it too. You cool with that? And I'm like, I had just heard Duck Alert. I don't think I heard Dropping Science. I heard Duck Alert. And I'm like, you know, from, you know, Transformers and stuff he was doing on Pop Art to the Duck Alert. I'm like, Craig's spitting hard now. Like, you know, I'm like, you know, yeah, Craig is fire. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's have him. So the day we go to take the photos for his album cover, we all there, we taking photos, everybody chilling, sup. We go back to Marley crib afterwards, and he said, I want to do the song now. Okay, cool. And he's like, but this is my new artist, Master Ace. I want to put him on it. And like Ace had like big Woody Allen glasses and whatnot. Right? So me and G-Rap, you know, yo, let me holler at you. Yo, we had to have one of them meetings. And I'm like, you know, you look, I ain't fucking with glasses. I'm going to the pizza shop and I'm out. And like G, like, you know, you're not leaving me. You know, I'm out too. I'm like, so I don't know what took so long, but we didn't leave Marley crib. You know, we bullshitting around, and then finally Ace goes, and I'm listening to this dude. You know, once you hear the capital A rap on stage, and I'm like,
that's glasses?
Of course. You know, so I'm like, you know, hey, yo, G, glasses is fucking nice, man. like, yo, yeah, I'm good. We can do this, you know, you know.
I got something like this. Can I join your crew now? I can funk.
Yo, you stupid. Wow.
I can funk. What's up there? I'm pretty good.
The joint. Yo, you stupid. I remember that shit.
I'm pretty good too. I got pretty good lyrics too. I'd love to collaborate.
I can funk. Wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so we excited. Then Craig went. Then Craig went. We off in the corner, and that's when G-Rap come over to me. Like G got the lisp and stuff. Yo, I think I fucking like glasses better than Craig, man. So yeah, right. And yo. I mean, yeah, it's like,
oh, my cheeks.
If Ace would have took any longer to rhyme, the symphony would have never been made, man. Yeah.
Wow.
It would never been made.
Wait,
Ace set the tone so amazing, and I watched his, progression, man, to becoming one of the dopest MCs ever, man. I don't know if you listen to Ace right now, but I mean, oh my goodness, man. It's like he was dope then, but right now he is a problem. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Servant of the Most High, one of our longtime viewers and part of the Godcast family. Thank you for your donation. She said, please ask if he saw the Tom Segura comedy special where he shouts out seeing Big Daddy Kane on Sunset Boulevard coming out of a stretch limo. The all-white crowd didn't cheer loud enough, so he said, if you don't know who Big Daddy Kane is, then you're a pos or
piece of shit.
He said, if you don't know who Big Daddy Kane is, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Wow. That's dope, Tom. I know Tom.
So did you see that?
No, I've seen it. We've connected, and I've done his podcast. Tom is a good dude, man. Yeah, he's a real good dude, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Yep.
The skit was about white people sounding black, And he was talking about how he'll go in front around black people, sup, D? To see if anybody black would turn around and speak to him. And he said that he did it to me. He said he saw me and he was like, "Sup, Kane?" And I turned around. He was looking like yeah. There's some real hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious. Man. I love Tom Segura.
Yeah, nice.
That's funny. Thank you for that question.
That was a great question.
Hang on.
Dope.
That donated.
Yo, you got Netflix, Big Daddy Kane?
Yes, sir.
So you need to check out Tiffany Haddish's second season.
The God
the first one up.
The God already gave me away. I'm on it.
Come on.
First one up. That's just
15 minutes. I'm promoting you out here.
I appreciate that. That's just 17 minutes, though.
Wait, that's all you did was 17 minutes?
Well, each of us, because it's 6 comedians. Tony Woods, Master Tony Woods, Barbara Carlisle, been doing comedy for 4 years, Kimberly Clark, Dean Edwards from SNL. We take about 20 to 25, but they cut it down, you know what I'm saying, time-wise. But it's about, and shout out to Tiffany Haddish man, she's hooked up 12 comedians in a year and a half. Year and a half. A lot of motherfuckers do not do that. They do not do that. They pull up the ladder, don't want to let nobody else shine. But so this is going to lead to the hour, though. You understand? I packed it in with some good shit, though.
Definitely did.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Definitely did.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Gotta check it out, man. I'm spitting in
Everybody
the
needs to
space,
try
man.
that.
I'm spitting in the space. No, man, I do the comedy, man. Oh, man. Oh, bong, bong.
Well, hopefully I learned what the hell that means by watching your stand-up, brother.
Oh, we got like 1,100 people in here right now.
Damn.
This is a pretty big room right now. Usually it's, you know, 5 people or some shit, you know.
That's pretty damn good.
1,100. Damn, maybe bigger than when Ice Cube was on here.
Yo, how do you all get your names?
What do you mean?
How'd you get your name, Big Daddy Kane? How'd you get your name?
Well, I mean, like when I was a kid, like my fascination with martial arts, you know, like when they used to have Kung Fu Theater 3 o'clock on Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. And then as I was telling the guard earlier, you know, how we used to go to the Deuce, you know, 42nd Street would have like 3 Kung Fu flicks for $1.50.
Right.
You know, back then, you know. So, you know, I just had that fascination. So, you know, as a little kid, when we outside, you know, on a Saturday, you know, we could be playing stickball or Coco Livio, Red Rover, whatever. And, you know, 3 o'clock, you know, like, you know, I might be on your team. Or I might, you know, what, I got to go, you know, because, you know, Kung Fu Theater coming on, you know, and that was like one of the jokes, you know, they say, oh, they go Young Grasshopper. We just lost Bruce Lee. All right, right. You know Kane ain't gonna play no more because that was David Carradine's name on the show Kung Fu. You know, so when I started, you know, rapping, you know, I'm Young Grasshopper, Bruce Lee. Nah, Kane. That was the one I picked. You know, and I was using MC Kane. Yeah.
Nice.
And when you throw the Big Daddy on, where the Big Daddy came from?
Yeah, where the
Big Daddy, I threw that on, I want to say 84.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah. Like it was like I said it in a rhyme. I was saying it in a rhyme, and I think if I'm correct, I think it was Biz like, yo, you should put that shit in the front. You know, you should put it in the front. You know, then that's what just. And
then also it almost seems like the whenever you would spell your name, we go the B-I-G how'd you start that one? Because that was always like a tongue twister for us. We never timed it right.
D-A-double-D-Y-K-A-N-E.
The D-I-double-K-Y-N-E. Asiatic.
Not like many. So don't compare me to another. They can't. Hey.
I mean, it was just something I was doing that when I first started with Tony T. Like I was telling Jamar earlier, I had a rhyme where I'm like the T-O-N-Y, the T-E-E, you know. So I mean, that was something I was, you know, I don't know what made me do that, you know. I honestly don't.
Wow.
You
know. Because that's the part you pause and go, I hope I get it right. The BJ, fuck.
You know what's crazy about it though? It's like that same exact rhyme that I told you, Jamar, about the T-O-N-Y, about the sharp as a razor blade.
Right.
I remember spitting that rhyme for my boy Swan. You know, not the singer with Biz. I'm talking about another dude I went to high school with. And he said, yo, you ever heard Cold Crush rhyme? I'm like, yeah, it's us, you know. He's like, nah, you ever heard them rhyme individually? And I'm like, nah, I can't say I really heard it. And we listen. And I hear Kaz. And as soon as I heard, yo, was it Grandmaster Kaz, Captain of the Four? Another nigga couldn't touch me if he had a rhyme store. Even if he had a plant manufacturer of rhymes, he couldn't make them no better than I make mine. Now, this is 1982, okay? And I'm like, you know?
When?
And it's crazy. And then later on in the tape, he says, about I dress my best, request my guests not to mess with the cess that I possess, you know? And he's spitting that flow like that, spin G's as a please, loving all the ladies, got car keys for my main key squeeze, you know, and he's going, this is 80, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I tore my whole rhyme book up, Jamar. I tore my whole rhyme book up, started my whole life over, you feel me? And yeah, man, I was like a fan of Kaz. You know, that's why you like when you hear like, you know, like the best. So yes, I guess I mean, you know, like that's from me listening to Kaz for so many years. So it's like spelling my name, even though I didn't even know that was him. Even though I didn't know that was him on Rapper's Delight.
Right.
Doing the B-I-G. Just think about it. I'm the C-A-S-A, the N-O-V-A, the rest is F-L-Y.
Wow.
I'm like, it was just it must have been meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like there must have been a connection, that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
That's so dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
Because Kaz was definitely one of those rappers that a lot of us who really fuck with this hard and could appreciate real hip hop looked up to Kaz, looked up to Kumo D, looked up to Melly Mel. Those three guys right there, to me, if it wasn't for them, this shit wouldn't have moved forward, because it would have just been left at yes, y'all, let's hit the beat, y'all, and all that type of the toasting shit that you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're the ones that really took it to that next level of creativity and hip hop. Yeah.
Mel said it best on Step Off. Mel said it best. He said, I'm like Shakespeare, I'm a pioneer because I made rap something people wanted to hear. See, before my reign, it was the same old saying. The ball diddly ball, that street talk game. I mean, yeah, he ain't lying, man. Kumo D told me that the first time he heard Mel, I think he said, I want to say he said it was like 77 or something like that. I can't remember. But he said that's when they was DJ Flash and the 3 MCs. They wasn't even Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Mm-hmm.
He said that when he heard Mel, because that's when everybody and their mother rhyme like, come on, to the
everybody.
Mo D said when he heard Melly Mel with DJ Flash and the 3 MCs, he said he looked at LA Sunshine and said, yo, niggas can rhyme in their regular voice now? Yeah. So,
like a word? That's what we doing?
Yeah, like we don't have to do the come on. We ain't got to do that.
To the bill, to the B-I-double-L bill. Like, no, but for real, that's how you had to rhyme. Like, that's how you almost had to talk on the mic, kind of like, yes, y'all, come on, get on down. Like,
you ever had Hollywood up here?
No. You
should let him tell you the story about how he started that.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that. We had Shyrock up here. Shyrock came up here.
Yeah.
We've had some legends, but yeah, shit. I'd love to get Hollywood up here.
Yeah. Like that's some amazing. You ever heard of Pete DJ Jones?
Pete DJ Jones? No.
Like, dude was, DJ. Like he was a DJ, from
like, Pete Jones from DC, you talking about?
Nah, Pete DJ Jones. He was hot in New York, like late 60s, early 70s.
Oh wow.
Doing the DJ thing. Hollywood was part of his crew.
Okay.
But Hollywood was lower on the totem pole. And Hollywood subbed one night. And the rhyme he said was something that he got from Isaac Hayes' song Good Love. He said the rhyme over did he say I can't remember what break it was, but anyway, he said the rhyme from Good Love about bona fide, qualified, knock on wood. It ain't how good I do it, it's how I do it good. Isaac Hayes singing it, but Hollywood said it in rap form. And he said it in the way Pete DJ Jones talk to impress him. Because Pete DJ Jones talk on the mic
like that.
He's a country boy from Durham, North Carolina.
Right.
So he talk on the mic like, it's a Friday night, we're feeling all right. So Hollywood said it that way, and
it was over.
That style was born.
Man.
Wow, a hip-hop style was born.
Yeah, come on, everyone.
1971.
Come on.
Black Moses, I believe.
Oh, Black
right.
Moses.
Yeah. And then, so I'm sure Jimmy Spicer said, you know what?
Yeah.
If that's what's working,
Love Bug Starsky.
that means you can get my money.
What about you guys? Had the Frank Crocker guy, right?
Nah, but he
wasn't a rapper.
He was smooth R&B, you know.
Smooth R&B. Okay.
Yeah.
And he spoke different than that. He didn't talk like that.
He was on some smooth sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Frankie Crocker,
Kane,
Hank Spann, Frankie Crocker, Hank Spann, and who was the other guy? Was it Jerry Bloodrock?
Jerry, oh yes.
Jerry
Yeah.
Bloodrock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real quick, how to burn Hollywood burn? Yeah, did you guys talk about that? Yeah, when did y'all hook up with that? Because that was like Burn Hollywood Burn was like, whoa, the West Coast meets the East Coast. Damn. You know what I mean? Because it was like, yo, they hooked up with Ice Cube. This is crazy. You know what I mean? That shit was like revolutionary as fuck.
Chuck had a vision. Chuck had a vision, and you know, he put it together, and he told me his concept. You know, like I told you earlier, you know, getting 3 seconds of Raw in the movie Colors. I'm like, yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. Yeah, let's talk about these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, right. Bastards. Hang on. Shout out to Jerry Carter III. He said, "Shalom, Godcast." Big Daddy Kane, remember 1990 Springfield, Massachusetts, Berkeley Ballroom? Young, Gifted, and Black. At Lord Jamar, my 17-year-old daughter was so excited you peeped her tracks. Shout out, Beer Productions, Godfrey Impressions, the best.
1990? I remember playing, Springfield. Yeah, I remember playing Springfield, but I remember being there with Biz before I had a record out. I don't remember like doing it on my own. Like I remember being there, I think like 86 maybe before I had a record out.
See, I was that dude. I was running around with Massive Ceremonies.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. When they had Sexy and Cracked Out and all that. I'm like 17 years old, and I'm going with Pooh Bah to some of these shows. You know, he taking me to the shows and shit. I'm the little young, you know what I mean?
That's Don Barron. Yeah.
Don Barron, come on. Doctor Who.
That Redder's posse was a mother, man. Like that was
Redder. Yo, come on. People slept on that shit. I'm a Redder. That was my shit. And again, I'm in the studio seeing a lot of these joints being made. And I'm young, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Like living my hip hop dreams. Like to be honest, the first dude I ever really messed with that tried to help get me on was DJ Dow C from the Crash Crew.
Oh yeah,
rest in peace to that brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Crash Crew, man.
Come on,
bruh. Yo.
You don't want to be all we want to do is just blow your mind just one more time. Woo.
Yo, come on, man. That G-Man joint, when you walking down the street,
that's the joint right there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And EK Mike C, he murdered it. His verse on there was fire.
EK Mike C, I used to love those dudes, all of them dudes' voices. Like they had some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pooh Bah, Amaretta, fucking Dynamite. Remember that joint? Dynamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite. That was a fucking hard ass.
Dynamite, did that become a single? I remember it playing on the radio.
Yeah, that was a single.
Cracked Out was first, right?
Cracked Out, yes, was first, and then Sexy.
Yeah, and then Dynamite, right?
That Dynamite was like when they put out I don't think they had an album out. They just had those singles, and then when they was trying to put an album out, Dynamite was the lead single off of their album.
The album when are they like in a junkyard or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Like yeah. You know how the shit was back in the day, standing on some rubble in the South Bronx or some shit.
But I love the visual because they made it kind of like, I don't know if animated is the right word, but
it looked like
it was crazy.
Shit like that. Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. She had the privilege of being around shit like that. I understand. You know what I mean? Seeing shit before you really on, like, you know. Went to Massachusetts. It wasn't, yeah, it was Massachusetts. Now, I don't know if it was Springfield, but we did go to some shit in Massachusetts way back in the days.
So the brother might have my show mixed up with yours.
Nah, but that he's talking about, my shit was like 88, 87.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Crazy. But yeah, a lot of people be expecting you to remember certain shit. And it's like, you know how many shows we done did?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like that's like
how
one of
many
the hardest
shows have you and I done together? Like over the years, like retarded amount. I don't fucking remember every fucking place that I did a show with Big Daddy Kane. I know I've done a lot of shows with him, but I can't. Oh yeah, we did one at this venue and this one. Not
like something crazy happened. Then yeah, I remember it. You know,
right?
I mean, like the stuff that. Because you know you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, because you know take it to heart, like you don't remember, because it might have been a special moment for him.
Right.
You know, I just got to the point where I just started lying, God. Like you know, I'm saying,
yeah.
You remember in 1990, I saw you in Foot Locker, and you was buying those red Jordans, and I told you, nah, get the cement gray. You don't remember that? And I'd be like, you know, yeah, sneakers, right? Hell, you know. But the problem is, like, I don't want to hurt the brother,
right? You know, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just real talk. Like, yo, man, you was in my city, man. At the Jamaican restaurant downtown. Was I eating? Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Yo, hang on, you might be the funniest guest on here so far.
Shit, I'm gonna use that.
My cheeks hurting this fucking episode.
Nah, because you never know what type of impact you have on somebody.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like when you talk, you don't remember that. You know, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want you to feel bad. You know, I mean, you know, because it's like one little simple thing that you did or said may have changed the course of someone's life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if that's something that they've been living by and it warmed their heart, it meant a lot. This is something that they're gonna pass on to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So you want them to cherish that moment. You know, I don't.
Well, you actually did that to me once, guy. Let's see if you remember this. We out in Cali. We probably staying at the same hotel or some shit like that. You come to the room. And we was rolling blunts, we was smoking this shit in the room. And then I remember at one point you said I was getting ready to roll another L. You said, Lord Jamar, do me a favor. Could you not roll this so tight?
For real?
Yo, you gotta lie and say, was I smoking with you?
You said yeah.
Was it weed?
You had weed in there, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. We was in a hotel. There was a bed in there, right? Like, it had rooms, right? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm sitting there because I mean, shit. I think I smoked weed.
And I remember thinking, oh shit. Big Daddy Kane told me that I was rolling my shit too tight.
That was about 3 years. So I don't even remember, man.
Maybe I need to do the knowledge on that. Now I'm a master roller right now. Now niggas can't fuck with me. But at that time, I probably was rolling it a little too tight. And you said, but it was funny to me too, like the way you said it to me, fucking hilarious. Like, Lord Jamar, can you do me a favor? Could you not roll it so tight?
And see, that's why I believe it, because that sounds exactly like some shit I'd say.
That's exactly what you said, just like that. And the shit was fucking hilarious. And so, yeah, you changed my life. I was
You
scarred.
You changed the course of his life.
I was scarred at that moment. After that, heretofore, I will not be rolling my blunts that tight because Big Daddy Kane told me that my blunts is a little too tight. So I need to calm that shit down. Yeah, that's what the fuck happened. So, and see, look, you don't even remember the moment.
Nah, I swear.
Life-changing moment. You see?
Yeah, well, I mean, that proves the point.
That's why you got a lot.
Imagine just a motherfucker that just walking up to you that you know what I mean, met once 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, you know as well as I do. I mean, that that happens on the regular, man. But it's like, it's about spreading love, man. It's about spreading love and always, making people feel good about life, man. With my music, that's all I've ever tried to do is make people feel good. I hope that there's some sort of jewel or gem in there that you can take with you, and it helps you through your day, through whatever rough patch you're going through whatever success you're going experiencing, with whatever. I did it for you.
I gotta say that you are definitely an entertainer. Like when I think of some of the greatest entertainers in hip hop, there's a reason why people like you and Dougie Fresh are still around doing a lot of shows in higher echelon type of venues and you know what I mean? Environments. First of all, I feel it's because of your sophistication of dress. Okay,
thank you.
Been able to mature with your dress. I mean, I've been trying to talk to certain people about things like that because I think we need to do that as we get older and show that.
Oh no, absolutely. I totally agree.
You can get on stage, and even though these records were made when you were younger and you dressed a different way at that time, you can still show something different now as a more mature man.
No, true indeed. I mean, let me tell you, I've always felt like a student of this. So, even, at my highest level, I was always still trying to learn from this thing called hip hop, So early on, I mean, having the opportunity to see LL on stage, Houdini, Dougie Fresh, in the early 80s, was a blessing. Having the opportunity to be on the road with Biz Markie, seeing how he do shows, all this was educational to me. So when I had my chance to come out, I wanted my show because I'm like, Biz really tries to put a good show on. I'm like, LL, he tries to put a good show on. Like these dudes are phenomenal on stage doing what they do, and they have their own technique at making it look good. Everybody's show look different, So I mean, this is what I wanted to do, and I'm like, and it's funny how you started this conversation off mentioning me and Doug, because that was the person that really, really taught me about stage. Like I did a show, some club.
And that's our other Virgo brother, and that's my birthday twin. We're the same day, September.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Fresh.
I did a show downtown Manhattan, somewhere, and Doug came to the show. And when he was at the show, I told him to come on the stage, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go watch it in the crowd." And he stood in the crowd and watched my show. And I smashed this. Y'all hear me? I smashed this show. Crazy. Come back in the dressing room. I'm so excited to hear what Doug got to say because I know I just rocked it. So I'm like, yo, so what you think, brother? What you think? Well, why you ain't just keep walking? This shit was getting crazy, but then you like...
Yo,
I'm so fucking mad at Doug, right? I'm like, I'm at that, like, You know, that's why the show ain't hot right now, motherfucker. You know, I'm ready to say something, you know, spiteful. You know what I'm saying? I'm hot. Doug says, yo, won't you come roll with me to the crib? I want to show you something. We go to his crib. This dude pull out videos of Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Pink Floyd. And he's showing me little, you know, performances by them, and each one just pop one in, take it out, pop. And he's explaining to me like, yo, everybody coming out today trying to do what they seen Run DMC do, Houdini do, what you know what they seen LL do. You know, with me right now, I'm trying to introduce elements of stage that nobody in hip hop has seen yet. You know, like I'm giving them stuff that you ain't seen unless you've been to an Earth, Wind, and Fire show. You ain't, and I mean, the game he was giving me that night was so deep, man. So that next morning, man, I went out and bought VHS tapes of James Brown, Marvin Gaye, and Barry White. And that's what I was studying to get to really perfect my show. Even like when I felt like it was tight, I go back to them tapes, look and see something different. I'm like, oh wow, that's cool how Barry deal with people in the crowd. You know, you like you know, don't care, hey there. I'm like, okay, yeah. He just pointed them out in the middle of the song. Okay, little shit, you know, just little shit that I'm picking up on, you know, and that's the way, you know, yeah.
That's dope.
And that came from Doug. That came all that I learned from Doug.
That's so dope.
That's dope.
That's so dope.
Damn.
Let me ask you. So Scoop and Scrap, right? Now I've seen Scoop. What happened to Scrap?
Scrap.
What happened to Scrap?
It's like I feel like I see Scoop around.
What, I mean, Scrap don't mess with it no more. Scrap is actually in my documentary. He's in the documentary with my new dancer Beet Root, Tata. Like Tata did some of his new stuff, and then me, him, and Scrap did one of the old routines, you know. But Scrap, you know, Scrap don't really mess with the music no more. You know, he live his life, you know. What
happened? Did he have a bad experience? I mean,
no. Scrap just got tired of it, you know. He just got tired of it. You know, he decided he didn't want to be a dancer no more. Like this, I see my life going in a different direction. I don't want to dance no more. And he started doing his own thing, man. And I mean, we talk on the regular. Okay. And he like.
Around what year was that when he decided to, like, man, I'm good. I don't want to do this no more.
I'd say like 93.
Okay.
Probably like 93. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, we talk on the regular. We be on the phone because Scrap is still Scrap. He still say a whole bunch of crazy ass stuff. Be like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, why would you think that? Why was he's like this? He's a funny dude, man. I love Scrap, man.
So would you say he scrapped the idea? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I
should have pulled the pipe out for that one.
I'm good. I have lyrics.
I see you got bars, baby.
No, but you've done like 3 characters, Big. I'm sleep on you. You got some voices.
Oh, he's got voices.
You can do voices, man. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna leave that up to you, man. That's your
thing. Nah, don't give me that shit. I'm like, look at this motherfucker sounding like him. You got something. And plus, you're getting into the acting thing. So, hey, man, I'm watching you, Big Daddy Kane. I'm watching
you. Run for my money.
I'm watching you, Big Daddy. You think you're slick? I see you doing voices, you motherfucker.
Nah, I don't know if you.
I was the only one.
I don't know if you followed me or not, man. But I had to repost that Steve Harvey shit, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell your ass, yeah. Big Daddy, your ass. Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, your ass know how to rap. But these old little skinny jeans wearing ass, they can't rap. Old mumble rapping ass. Yeah. Big Daddy Kane got words. Your ass don't even understand. But the motherfucker clear. Your ass clear. We can hear your ass. You got a story or something. But these little bum ass bird checks, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, whoa! Yeah.
The pointing just makes it so genius. Like, yo.
I did not know you did that. I didn't know you posted my shit. Damn.
Yeah, I had to put like when you was talking about the coffee. Yo, I think I watched that shit about 20 times back.
I just did.
My wife. I even let my 8-year-old son watch it. I'm like, you know what?
I said,
He's in on this
because Steve Harvey. Because when I be on the road, I would just watch Family Feud. Because I met Steve Harvey as a young comedian in Chicago, and I used to watch him. And he would I would watch Family Feud like episodes and episodes, and I notice every little thing is exaggerated. He'd be like this, what you say? You said what? I done asked you. I said, what name of animal that you see in the zoo? Your ass said, hey folks, I'm from Cleveland, y'all. I don't know what your ass was thinking, but I done told you. I said, what animal your ass gonna talk about? Hey man. And he points with his hands. He points like that. He goes, you and you. Like,
that's what make it extra funny, man. The hand movement. I mean, you got the voice, but the way you got the hand movement exactly like okay. And then you went and fucked around and put the long sleeve mustache on. Yo, like, oh,
long sleeve mustache.
Long sleeve mustache.
Yo, that just did it.
Yo, I just found a mustache and I said, I like that. It's exaggerated. It's not even his mustache. And I'm going to use the same one for Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, I'm going to do the same shit. Because I made fun of his son. His son bombed on the Apollo. You see that?
I heard.
No. And his son is a fan of mine. Richard got a couple kids. And I made fun of him because he bombed so hard. And that was when Steve Harvey was hosting. And he looked like Richard. What you say?
I said he bombed so hard.
He bombed hard, and he said something like tried to imitate his dad, and everybody's clapping because they go, "Wow, he looked just like him." And as soon as he said, "Wow," I can hear my father right now going, "Don't fuck this up, nigga," And
whoa,
What'd you do there?
My shit go away. Hold on.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. Steve Harvey had that look like, when that bottom lip drop.
Oh man.
Oh damn! I lost your sound.
Oh shit. Hold on. My back. On my podcast, I said when Richard Pryor was still alive, I kind of shit on him. I said, what the fuck is this nigga thinking, Jack? I don't know why why can't you be a doctor, Jack? Why you got to be funny? Nigga, you terrible, Jack. Goddamn. I knew your ass wasn't shit when you was born, Jack. Fuck you doing, Jack? Why is it all my kids suck? Goddamn, why can't you be Dr. Pryor, nigga? Yeah, because your act need help. I'm just saying, Jack, I don't understand. You see Michael Jordan's kid trying to play basketball, nigga?
Yo, no, I can't with you right now.
Why can't you work at Dwayne Reed or something as a pharmacist? You got to tell jokes. All of you ain't shit. My daughter ain't funny. My other son ain't funny. Shit.
Oh man. Yo, how long have you been doing this, man?
Man, I could do Ali and Howard Cosell when I was 4. But I didn't think I was gonna be a comedian until college. I just did it. But my uncles would come from Nigeria, and Ali, when he was in the set, he was, everybody was Ali, so I could do Ali. I'm like, my 4-year-old voice, I was like, I'm fast, I'm pretty, I shook up the world. Joe Frazier's too ugly to be the champ. I'm the greatest. I told you, man. I'm so fast. I turn off the lights, get in the bed before the room gets dark. I'm fast, man. And then I would be like, this is Howard Cosell. I am with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, right there. You and Joe Frazier. And I would do the voice. And even my brother was pretty good at switching. So I could always do voices, imitate my dad. But I could always do that. And so when I started getting into comedy after college, I knew I had a lot of voices, but I wanted to have material first because a lot of times people do too many voices, it'd be corny. So, you know, over the COVID, you know, Ari Spears, Jay Farrell, all them. So we was going head to head during COVID, and them motherfuckers didn't know I had all them voices though, because I wasn't known as the voice dude. But over COVID, people was like, "What the fuck?" So when I did Pryor, I did Trump. Big Daddy Kane, you're great. You're a very, very great, very great. You're so good, but I'm a better rapper than you. You're all right. You're not that great. Big Daddy Kane. I'm Big Daddy Donald. That's what they call me. You're pretty good. Who cares?
Yo, you did the mouth movement too.
Yeah.
Like, that's just sick, man.
I was watching Donald Trump with no volume. And so I saw his mouth. I was like, oh, his mouth is tight. It's very tight. So I was like, you're perfect. Everybody's good. But I want to tell you, Joe, really, Joe? Really, Joe? You think you're better? And this shit.
Yeah.
Always, this is the weirdest shit ever. He does this, does that, this, does that. Then when he's trying to really emphasize, he goes, are we serious? Are we serious? Really? We have to, yeah. So
now you got that shit down pat.
But you ain't bad though. I'm like, yo, you sounded just like everybody you imitated.
We damn sure did.
Yeah,
shout out
to
Karis Knopflin. She's a regular. He says, Big Daddy Kane's the only star I've ever been starstruck by. You walked in my old job in Chicago, a fabric store, to buy silk.
Ooh.
You wanted me to help you, but I froze and then ran to the bathroom and started screaming. You remember that? Now that sounds like something I would remember. Do you remember that?
It sounds familiar. I'm trying to remember the name.
Do you often walk in
fabric
stores to buy silks?
Nah,
fine linens.
Back then, like the tailors I was using, one of my concerns was, him making, suits for other cats in Chicago with the same material, So I go get my own shit, and take it to him,
Right.
Nice. That's some fly shit right there. The man's going to find his own silks.
Go in the silk store.
Finery.
Silk store.
To get his suits made. Y'all ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Silks that I got.
What's up?
I mean, I picked out the material for this smoking jacket before they made it for me.
Nice.
I went for this. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. I remember I was up at Shabazz Brothers a few years ago. And I think he showed me a jacket that he had just made for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A leather shearling or something shit like that.
Were you all close to Dapper Dan? Y'all ever get stuff named by Dapper Dan?
Oh yeah, back then, yeah. Well, now the Sherlin joint was a gift. He had made a Persian lamb joint for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it hanging up in the office. I was like, oh,
yeah,
pretty dope.
But yeah, we used to mess with Dap heavy back in the days, man. Like real heavy.
Man, I gotta tell you, yo, this fucking interview, I don't think my cheeks has ever like hurt this much in a fucking interview. Like this was fucking hilarious. Like
it was dope.
Really,
this is dope.
Well, yeah, I truly enjoyed, spending this time with y'all, man. Brother Godfrey, man, you are amazing at what you do, man.
I appreciate that.
I watch, what you post on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, this dude is a damn fool. Can't wait to see the Netflix special, man. And I really want to continue.
Now.
That means a lot.
Coming here, make sure y'all go to that Netflix and check them out.
They ready, baby.
You give it a like and all of that on Netflix too. You know what I mean? Because that shit that pumps up the algorithms. That lets you know they somebody that he needs to fuck with.
Nah, I want people.
I appreciate that, man. That means stamp
No,
of approval.
that's real spill, my brother.
Yeah. And
You know,
Nas is a fan too. Nas is a fan too, which is crazy. Nas sent me a fucking message, DM, and on my live, I was on IG live, and some dude's like, "Yo, Nas following you, man. No, Nas following you, man." I'm thinking lying. I'm like, looking, Nas. I'm like, "Yo, what up?" He goes, "Yo, what's up, King?" Boom. And I call him, and it's not. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? Man, that shit you do with the fucking pipe, that shit is crazy, dope. I love that shit. That shit is mad intelligent. Your shit is mad original shit. That shit is fucking dope. I'm a big comedy fan." I'm like, what the fuck? So it's the same thing with you.
Now's another.
That shit means a lot because all of you, from Lord Jamar to you, because as comedians coming up, we came around the golden age, which all, you know, comedians wanted to be just as good as rappers because we wanted to have the dopest jokes. Like, I want motherfuckers to repeat my shit. You know what I mean? Like rappers, you know, we went up on your music. Like, yo, what do you want to go up on? Yo, play raw. Yo, play slow down. Play some, you know, so hip hop and comedy. And, you know, rappers want to be funny too. Rappers are comedians too. You know what I'm saying? So we have the same sensibilities.
Everybody got this street sense of humor, man. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta have a favor,
though. Do me a favor, brother.
Yes,
Connect with someone, man. Have them write your script where you do your own Which Way Is Up type of movie. I'm not saying remake Which Way Is Up.
No,
I mean, do your own type of movie where you're playing
characters,
4 different characters.
You're right.
Showing that skill, man. Please, man, get someone to write that right joint for you.
But just none of them should be
bless us properly, man.
I will. I definitely. I'm glad to see the COVID. I saw the glass half full, and people really. I laid out all those. I said, I'm just gonna start doing everything. I'm just do. And so people noticed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes, let's make that happen, brother.
Now,
Jamar, man, you know I love you, brother, man.
I love you too, my brother.
Big fan, nothing but the utmost respect for you, man. And man, yo, man, you educated a lot of babies in your career, my brother. You, Kuba, X, you know, you educated a lot of babies, man. You know.
Thank you, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Blessing. And do me a favor, man. Y'all, please, man. Tell Rod Digger she got to get her ass back on the screen, man. Nah, yo, she was dope in 13 Ghosts, man.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, yo, I can see, especially I can see her doing real good in comedies. I can see her doing real good at that serious sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, she need to be on camera again, man. For real.
Yeah, almost like, I don't know. What's my girl that played Pam?
Oh, Tashina Arnold.
Tashina Arnold. I don't know. I feel like Digger could play some of those type of parts.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could play Kane, you could play them Clifton Davis type of parts.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, reminds me of you, Clifton Davis. Say
one motherfucking word. Say motherfucker. Say that goddamn. Remember Pinky?
No, he said Clifton Davis.
Clifton.
Oh, I thought Clifton Powell.
Oh, what?
Nah, you talking about That's My Mama, Clifton Davis.
Yeah, that's Clifton that from Amen, and I'm talking Clifton Powell.
Yeah, you talking about Clifton Powell.
I'm talking about the dark-skinned dude.
Clifton Powell.
Oh, you talking about Clifton Powell. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am talking about Powell. Okay.
The look.
Yeah, you showing your age now, Godbody. Showing your age.
I got my Cliftons mixed up. My bad.
Minister Society.
Oh, hang on. Here goes Digger in the comments. She said, heard you, Kane.
Yeah, for real, man.
You know, popped her ears up. All of a sudden now you give her a compliment.
Yeah, she shows up.
And now she knows how to show up if you get a compliment. Oh, yeah, that's how that worked. That's Digger.
You know what? Did you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Hell yeah.
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The character that Wanda Sykes played on there.
Right.
Those are the roles that Rod Digger did.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where you being serious, but funny as hell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, she do it to me all the time. She's a good straight woman. That's like what you're talking about, a straight woman, where she like got that comedy, like, please, nigga, like, yeah,
Right.
what you talking about?
Yeah, she killed the game with that, man. I can see it. I can see it all day.
Dope,
but look,
dope.
I got a flight in the morning.
Yo, I thank you for giving you more than enough of your time. You've been so gracious. Everybody,
this was
man.
This was dope shit.
Big Daddy Kane, ladies and gentlemen, blessed us with the God way. Any last shout outs that you wanna give before you leave?
Well, I mean, you know, if y'all don't know where I'm at, I'm official Big Daddy Kane on Instagram, Facebook, Big Daddy Kane on Twitter. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, man, and you know, much love to each and every one of y'all, man. I had a great time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Same here.
Yeah, man. This was dope. This shit is surreal, though, in a way. You know, that I listened to y'all in college. Now I'm like, we all like, what the fuck? When I met Kumo D and Ralph's. I saw Kumo D and Ralph's, and we talked for 3 hours. Yeah, he said, he was like this, yo, Godfrey. I was like, oh shit. And he just broke down the whole history of him and LL Cool J the whole time.
Wow.
3 hours in the cereal aisle. Me and Kumo D. Me and Kumo D in the cereal aisle. That don't even make sense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Cool, man. This is great.
Y'all brothers be peace, man. And continue blessings to y'all, man. All right.
Thank you.
Yo,
I just followed you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy King.
Yes, sir. Big Daddy. That was fucking fire.
Wow.
That was incredible.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
We just had Big Daddy Kane on the Godcast.
We had a impersonation session. Everyone was
joking.
Big Daddy was fucking
Did you hear his Dougie Fresh?
Was amazing.
Was amazing.
That shit was incredible. I was like, yo, Big Daddy.
His Bishop Don Juan.
His Bishop was
on point.
Wow.
Yo, Virgo,
he's fucking good.
Kill people, man.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. People just don't want to show that. But there's a lot of fuckers with just that, man.
It takes some heart, man. It takes a certain amount of comfortability to do what you do, Godfrey.
Yeah,
to have, you know,
it's tough
to try it, because somebody could be like, you don't sound anything like that.
Yo, Dion Cole has the funniest joke about a dude that he's like, I have my one friend, man. This motherfucker always trying to imitate people, and he the worst. He go like this. He'll do an imitation. He go, guess who that is? He'll go, nigga, that's you.
Ain't nobody else.
That's the funniest fucking joke. He go, niggas, that's you.
Yo.
Woo.
Like my cheek muscles, I'm telling you, just like right all up in here, like in the cheekbone area. Like this is the episode that almost broke my cheekbones. Like
the cheekbone episode.
Like this, the cheekbone episode. Seriously, I don't know if I've laughed this hard on the Godcast in a long time or ever. I don't know if ever, to be absolutely and definitely. Not only is Kane one of the biggest guests, but he was one of the most entertaining. Oh, I'm gonna say he was the funniest guest.
He was the fun man. And him and Shan is right behind him.
Please knock it off, Digga. Hold up. I'm mad at Jamar for scheduling this when I wasn't available. He knows I'm a Juice Cruise fan. How about being mad at yourself for scheduling plane flights when you knew a week in advance that this man was going to be? How about be mad at yourself? Okay? Be mad at
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, I'm
For
glad I was
scheduling.
able. I'm
You
leaving
didn't have
tomorrow.
to schedule it at that time.
I'm
You
glad
didn't
I
have
was there because everyone's scheduled. I'm glad I was here for this one. Fuck, man. Woof. And then find out that he's been watching my shit. You just never know.
and it's
Damn.
a blessing.
It's a blessing, man. God damn.
But we miss you, Digga. I mean, I wish you was here. I know you're a Juice Crew stan, but you got to learn your damn lesson and decide what's important to you. Okay?
Oh, man.
Is Big Daddy Kane? I can't have people. She said, nope. You schedule what? Then ask. Yeah, because I got to get the people when I could get them. I got to get them when I could get them, Digga.
Is she in a hotel room like texting you or something?
I don't know where she at.
I got to go to Vegas tomorrow. Vegas tomorrow.
Oh, word?
Tropicana, Las Vegas, Tropicana, Laugh Factory, and the Tropicana Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then I'm going to Nashville for 2 days. Zany's Comedy Club on Valentine's Day. I think it's 3 shows because my 2 first shows sold out, so they want to add a 3rd one. Yeah, motherfucker. So yeah, man. Man. Yeah, man. So that's what's going on. Vegas tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Laugh Factory in the Tropicana Hotel.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Y'all in the house.
Yeah, we in the house. This was
make sure
fucking
y'all
dope.
go check out Godfrey.
And they ready season 2, guys. Also, hey, check it out, man. I got a show. My In Godfrey We Trust is a TV show now with Kevin Hart's company. We're showing the pilot right now. It's called In Godfrey We Trust. It's on LOL Network. It's also on Pluto and Peacock, those streaming services.
So no longer the Gas Digital?
No. It's still In Godfrey We Trust is on the Gas Digital Network, but I also used the title of the show because it was like that show, that name's perfect. It's my title. So In Godfrey We Trust is the TV show. In Godfrey We Trust is the podcast. Peacock, LOL Network, shout out to Kevin Hart and his company, and Pluto, all these streaming platforms. There's a lot of new streaming platforms, man. It's kind of dope.
Dope.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get like a couple, a whole season of shit. So it's looking good. So I'm waiting.
Oh.
Well,
listen, man, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. That was an excellent interview. I don't know, how are you supposed to top that?
Yeah, that was.
Shout out to everybody that joined us. Make sure you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Click the notification bell. Click all.
Everything.
And just check in. We drop.
Spread the word. Spread the word.
Yeah, we what's popping. We get
spread the word
that certain people can't get. That certain people just can't get.
How many subscribers are you at now?
Oh, I gotta look. I don't know.
100, 170 to 200,000 yet? That'd be nice.
No, I'd love to be, but
come on, guys. There's enough people to make $1 billion.
We gotta we gotta get people on the ball. Where are we at? Can't even tell at the moment. I'm gonna look at this. Subscribers.
Where's we at?
It's like 130 something.
Okay.
Nah, but we've been hovering around there. We should be like one.
Come on, what the fuck?
Should be like one.
Yeah, this shit. They'll be like, "Don't do Vlad," but okay, motherfucker, can you get us? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, damn.
Oh, it's 134K.
Okay, we can go more. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right.
It's all good.
Get there.
Consistency.
A drop becomes a puddle. Puddle becomes a pool.
There it is.
Pool becomes a lake becomes an ocean. God.
Word.
On that note,
Yes.
we thank everybody for coming through tonight. Our special guest, the one and only Big Daddy Kane. Woo! Once again, for You Know What I Mean Godcast, I'm Lord Jamar.
Godfrey.
Digga will be back.
Word.
Hopefully she won't be scheduling planes the next time we got a fucking legend up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Love you, Digga.
Digga.
We love y'all. Peace.